Talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
After 30 seconds.
Yeah. After 30 minutes. Yeah.
Cool. Why don't we have some casual conversation before we start, like between the half hour segment?
Sure.
I got so used to the video games that I'm like,
Sean?
it doesn't even feel like a podcast.
Dude, I'm so excited for this. I'm so happy
It's weird.
that we finally have the stuff ready.
Mm-hmm.
Hey John, am I in the frame pretty good?
Honestly, I thought I would prefer the video games,
Okay.
but I way prefer this.
I think the video games are fun, but we just have to do them.
I feel like the video games are better for videos.
Yeah.
Like if we were to record videos, I feel like that'd be.
I think we could still do them.
We can edit because we are funny. It's just like in spurts, and we get really tired.
Yeah.
Well, I think you got tired last time because you had Jonathan jump on your back while you were playing, or was it the other way around?
Other way around. Well, I'm tired because I've been up since 3 a.m. every Friday.
That sucks.
Why? Have you been doing? Oh, work? Oh, well then never mind.
I work 4 to 2 Monday through Friday.
4 p.m. to 2 a.m.?
By the way, turn down the volume on the TV so the audio feedback doesn't
4
come.
a.m. to 2 p.m.
Second button, there you go.
How's it pay though?
It's $9 an hour, but I get bonuses and I get to go Monday through Friday.
Oh, cool.
They just took us on a retreat. I'll talk about that.
Oh yeah, they took you to Meow Wolf,
Is
didn't
it?
they?
Is
Oh,
it-
dude, y'all was
is it-
fun.
Isn't it going right
Yeah,
now?
are we live?
John, are we live?
Yeah, I know we're live.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hello, everybody, we're back.
Attention.
So we know.
YouTube.
Alrighty.
Shall we?
This is Live Studio Linda.
Not Becca. Not Becca.
This is not Becca. This is what was your?
Sorry.
I'm
No,
not-
how did you
I saw-
introduce him that one time? It was something to do with the beanie. Like, how did you do that?
The man, the myth, the beanie.
That's it.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the
Nice.
beanie.
Chris R.
Chris R.
For those of you who've seen the room, you understand what he's talking about.
Get a room, man.
Haha, that was good. But no.
This is Mataris. His actual name is Joseph. My name is
my name is Mataris. It's on my. I have a mug with my name on it.
My name is John Reisinger. Welcome to On the Spot.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
If you've seen, okay, whatever.
I feel
Hi,
like
I'm
that
Josh the
was-
Poser. This is the Not Your Average podcast.
I feel like
Welcome.
that was an Office reference almost.
Wow.
It's been a minute, huh?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Has it been like 2 months since we've done this?
No, it's been longer than that, man.
Has it?
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Well, I think when we
Give me another-
started dating, like not that long
No.
after.
It's been 2 months because we started doing the games like middle of December.
By the way.
Oh, really? I thought we had just started dating when we did.
Because it was towards the end of November that my computer started having problems.
Oh. Well, yeah, we've been doing video games for a while. And,
But you guys knew that.
well, if you watch, you know that. Thank you for all the people that watch.
Yeah, thank you for staying with us for that whole time.
Aaron Manzer for always showing up first.
Last Robin, our meme lord.
Game Inspector actually showed up.
Okay.
Game
Oh, Game Inspector. I was gonna
Hey.
say, and Will, our number one fan.
Your number one fan.
Yeah.
Will Arnett.
You are
My
number
number.
one fan.
I love him. Okay. He's great.
I don't even like.
We
him
had
as
an
much as he
awesome
likes
conversation on Discord. He's a wonderful guy. He's like in his senior year of high school.
to. Oh.
He always struck me as older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he lived closer so we could hang out. But
Dude, I wish that with like somebody of my readers. Because like,
Yeah.
I've had conversations that will go nonstop for weeks with someone. So much fun.
yeah.
But, okay, let's see. What's on the menu tonight? What are we doing?
So we're gonna be talking about Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
Nice.
Which came out in theaters this last December, right?
Yeah. So whatever we
December
have,
18th.
everything we have so far of the new
trilogy.
trilogy, as well as watching me eat so many Sour Patch Kids that
No.
my mouth,
No, you
cheeks,
can't say we're
and
not
stomach
sponsored, man. Just kidding.
and stomach lining start to bleed.
No.
I think, why don't we just catch each other up on where we've been this week?
Yep.
So, what's anybody got any stories, Linda?
Yeah.
Are you just boring?
No. So, my grandma died on Monday night, and so I drove. No.
I'm sorry.
That sucks.
Sunday
Sad.
night, I think.
She was
I drove to
she had
Mexico.
Parkinson's for a long time, so
Yeah. It was.
it was
long time coming.
it was time for her to go. Yeah.
It was Michael J. Fox. Was Michael J. Fox your grandmother?
Whoa. Whoa.
No.
No, it's okay. Michael J.
no.
Fox would appreciate that joke. So.
I don't know. I won't say anything.
Yeah. I
It's
drove
okay. It's okay,
I
guys.
drove to Mexico basically by myself, and I drove back.
She's
It's
awesome.
like an 8-hour drive round trip.
That's
round trip.
impressive.
He got back to Albuquerque at like 1 in the morning.
Yep. I now work at Ninja Park. I don't know if you guys have watched American Ninja Warrior. It's an obstacle course gym. It's really fun.
Everyone has seen American Ninja Warrior. We all know what you're talking about. Why is
Especially
it
with
kitchen light on?
Stephen
Kitchen light
Amell,
on.
his thing was really cool. On American
Yeah.
Ninja
Stephen
Warrior.
Amell, dude, he killed it.
He did.
He killed it. Technically, he can't be an actual contestant
Well, like
because he's a professional stuntman.
his time didn't hold on record or anything.
No, yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't
It was
count.
just
But
cool
it
seeing him.
was
I saw-
cool
I
to
was
see
like-
him. It was cool to see him. Can you flip that switch?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so my silks classes start on Monday.
Silks
so.
are the things like it's when like a big silk hangs from the ceiling. And you like wrap yourself up in it and you like twirl. It's pretty cool.
Have you seen Cirque du Soleil? You know what we're talking
Cirque du
about.
Soleil, yeah.
Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, so she works at a parkour gym. It's pretty awesome.
I like want to try that out.
I'm just thinking of Michael Scott going like parkour from The Office.
Um,
You're like parkour.
That's right. I mean, we all need to get day passes and do a vlog of that.
So-
That would be amazing.
Yes, that's a good
First class is
idea.
always free, guys. So
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
Saturdays,
Classes filled.
I'll keep that in mind.
first class is free.
Are there any?
Saturdays?
Are there like any filming rights or anything?
No, you can film
No,
while
they
you're
don't
there.
care. They don't care. She works there, dude.
Nice.
As long as I can put it on their thing as well.
Okay,
We're
sure.
solid.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, it'd be free advertisement for them. You know, so like
True.
we can put the website and the address and stuff in the description, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's
I mean,
really awesome.
nobody that watches this lives in Albuquerque, but if you're ever, except for Eldon, Eldon lives in
Martha
Albuquerque.
watches us sometimes.
Huh?
Martha watches us sometimes.
Oh, and Martha, that's
right,
right.
she
She
does,
makes
yeah.
us memes too sometimes. Chris,
But yeah.
Chris, any good stories from the week?
Good stories.
you were just telling
No
us about your new
depressing
job.
Yeah, I got a new job. I'm a camera operator. I don't want to say where, but I'm a camera operator, so I'm excited about that.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're very happy for
School is going great.
You're in charge of filming for that school project that you've got or something.
Yeah,
right? Okay.
so the way it works is in my film class, we have a midterm, and there's like 30 of us, and so my professor, he'll split us into 2 groups, and each group, like, makes a movie, basically. And so,
Oh, that's so cool.
in each group, we all choose what position we're doing, and then he pulls a director and a screenwriter from his directing and screenwriting class, and then we just do it with them, and it's fun.
Oh.
The script that we got is kind of but I'm just filming it,
I'm
so I
sure
don't
most
really care.
directors
You know what?
don't get an outstanding film to
No, yeah,
film
he
to start
told
with.
us that the scripts that he chose, because one of his friends did it, he was saying that it was that and one other script were the only good scripts. The rest of them were just really bad, and I'm like, bummer. But hey, I'm only filming it, so I don't have to care if the score
You
is
know,
good or not.
if you direct it right, you can make something.
Oh yeah, any
not-
good storyteller can make a bad script great.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Name an
and,
example of that.
and it boils down to
Name an example of that.
Seriously? Like, okay, let's see.
Bad
it's
script
just
that turned into a good movie.
it's
That's
more than
the
just a
thing
script.
to
It's
do
the
with
acting. It's the cinematography. It's the soundtrack. The room.
No.
The disaster
No.
artist, because technically.
No, there's a few. I can't name them off the top of my head right now, but
I was
I'll
gonna
tell
say,
you.
I knew-
Spider-Man 3.
I knew that
no,
you were
I'm
gonna like
kidding.
the disaster
I'm
artist.
kidding.
Yeah.
I knew you would, because you're all like. you
Well, I
love
think
film.
Franco's a very talented actor, and
Oh, yeah,
they're
he's
so
great.
they're very passionate fans.
I did not get that.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. But yeah,
That's the best part of the movie.
He was saying that like him and Seth Rogen and their friends would always watch The Room a lot when they were younger, just for the fun of it.
It's so interesting because it goes beyond just like
It's so terrible, but it's
it-
so unintentionally hilarious.
yeah, you
how
have to
bad it is.
like you can analyze it for hours because it's just like every time you watch it, you find something new that's wrong with it.
Yeah.
He's like, how can this be so bad? How
Yeah,
could
or you're
somebody
like, why are there
actually
bunch
make
of
a movie
pictures
that
of
bad?
spoons in the apartment? What is this? Like, why?
I didn't notice that. Thank you.
Or like when the drug dealer comes and he's all, give me the money. He's all, what kind of money? You're like, what do you mean what kind of money? What? There's only one kind. And yeah, just stuff like that. Or
Well, I mean, if you live in El Paso, I don't know if that's
but
necessarily
it's
true.
they're in like New York though.
Yeah.
So
Well, no.
Canadian dollars?
yeah, because they totally use that.
No, in El Paso, they don't take pesos.
No.
They-
In Juarez, they take dollars.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to? Why are you the way you are? Just
I
take
was
the
just
fun
there,
out of
dude.
everything.
I was just there.
So she would know.
Take the fun out of everything.
Joseph, what about you?
What about
What'd you
me?
do this week?
Okay, so I would like to say that I prevented a theft at Walmart this week,
Oh,
but the truth is that the guy prevented himself from
Oh,
getting
Okay,
away.
well, I need to hear this story. I'm glad I haven't heard it yet.
I'm not gonna give details on how, but he was basically about to like steal a phone like from out of the phone case, like
Oh.
from behind
Which
where
it's
it's locked
useless. You
up.
can't use it unless you Scan it, whatever.
Yeah, and then there's certain ways to unlock it, but that's not important. So I was actually on my way to go to my break, and I didn't even see him at first. I just heard him
trying to rip the thing
talking to it or something. He was mad.
Open, you stupid.
Yeah, and finally he's about to get it out, and I walk up behind him, and I'm just like, you need to pay for that. And this freaks him out so bad, and I think the guy was either really stupid or really stoned, maybe both. But he trips himself, and you know how there's a metal sheet on the bottom of the racks where all the phone accessories hang and stuff?
Yeah.
He trips himself somehow and hits his head on that, and he just has this real confused look on his face while he's looking up. And then the best part is that he's like, I'll pay for that. And I'm like, no, you're not. I'm gonna call security over, and they're gonna deal with you.
It's okay, man. We don't
I
want your
wish-
money. We just want you to leave.
I'm just like, I wish I could say that I had stopped the burglar, but he wouldn't have made it past the front door.
I was gonna say, I just found a few movies that were good movies from bad scripts. Looper was one.
Yeah, to be fair, there's
good.
a lot of holes in that. It's just
And,
good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and
Bruce Willis.
And Bruce Willis. They just
directed by Ryan Johnson, by the way, which will lead into what we're talking about later. Then Never Let Me Go. If you guys haven't seen that, but it's a great movie. One of the most depressing movies I've ever seen, but it's beautiful. And no, not that one. Oh, Juno. Yeah, Juno had a bad script, but it was a good movie.
I've never seen Juno, but
I liked it.
Connor always wanted
I
to.
can see why you didn't like it. That's fine.
It's Jesse Eisenberg, right?
No, Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. He's discount Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. By the way, there's a joke that Donald Glover made about Michael Cera, but I'll tell you about later.
Because Michael Cera evolves into Jesse Eisenberg, who evolves into was it Jared Leto? No, there's somebody did the Pokemon evolutions of and it was Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg.
Dragon Ball evolution, right?
No.
Is it Justin Chadwick?
No, literally a Pokemon evolving into a new form.
Oh, basic state
actors.
position.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
It was funny. I can't remember what the third one is. John, can you look that up?
John Cena?
John Cena.
John Cena!
Alright, Josh, what about you? Any funny stories this week?
So this week, I got a bonus and VIP status as an employee at Enterprise Holdings because I got good sales numbers on stuff. So, but that's not the story. It's that because I got VIP, I got to take a paid day trip with a bunch of other management technicians and assistant managers with the bigwigs up to Santa Fe, from Albuquerque to Santa Fe. It's an hour away.
Pretty well. Just real quick.
Good quality.
We're actually
It looks good. It looks good.
It looks a lot better than it used to. Yeah.
Yep.
I need to look at the camera more. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So we got to go with the bigwigs up to Santa Fe, and we got paid for it. So I got.
Hey, Crazy Chris is here, and Barnaby's here.
My man, Crazy Chris.
Let's see, Aaron, Gamer. Yeah, we're getting a pretty good turnout tonight.
Well, we're doing an actual podcast. People are like, oh, thank God! Oh my God! The video games are so boring. But we went to Santa Fe to go to this thing called Meow Wolf, which I think it's kind of nationally known. I don't know how. In the art world, it's bigger.
No,
But
dude, it's known throughout most of America.
I think the guy
so-
that wrote the Game of Thrones is the one that made it or something.
Yeah, there's
you like
another
George
one
R. R. Martin?
somewhere else that's even bigger and more elaborate than
Okay,
this one.
up in
He lives in
Colorado.
What it
Santa Fe,
is.
by the way.
what it is, John, if you could throw a picture of Meow Wolf up on the thing.
Just look up Meow Wolf, and for those of you who don't know, but
Yeah.
Hey, Max
it's awesome.
finally decided to show up.
Well, yeah, I was Max out of town. Yeah, Max Topin is out of town.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max. But we go. It's called Meow Wolf. It's this thing. It's like an adult jungle gym kind of.
meets the
not.
Twilight Zone, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
so. It's like the St. Louis City Museum. If you don't know what that
Which
is,
was really fun.
look it up. The St. Louis City Museum is bigger, and I thought, well, Meow Wolf is gonna be okay, but it's gonna be like a smaller St. Louis City Museum. But what I didn't know is that there's this story that's in the house, and there's clues and stuff
And
around,
they always
and
make new additions to it too.
Yeah, no, they just did another renovation. The
cool.
paint was
Check
still
it out.
drying. We couldn't touch certain things because the paint was drying.
Nice.
Awesome.
And it was so cool. I had no idea that was part of it. So my expectations were low. and I was blown away.
good.
It was so interesting,
Yeah.
and they give you these glasses, like the 3D glasses, kind of, but they make everything like.
I would say in terms of a structure, the St. Louis City Museum is more impressive, but the fact that they took time to incorporate stories and
Yeah,
add
if they
that
were
extra
to give a
element,
story
that
in the
is
St. Louis
impressive.
City Museum, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
But,
that's impressive. One of my friends was telling me, "Hey, dude, you should try and sign on as a story writer for Meow Wolf." And I'm like, as much as I would love to do that, I don't think they take me.
You never know. man.
You're too white and too male.
So,
Wait,
That's
isn't-
not
wait,
true. They don't care.
Wait, isn't the author of Game of Thrones a white dude?
and male.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So-
That's why it's funny. Okay, it's just because they're from Santa Fe, and
No, dude,
Santa
dude,
Fe is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should at least apply. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, no.
It really
No,
would.
the problem is there's only openings in like Texas and Colorado because they're expanding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I am
What?
not gonna go live in
Do
Colorado.
more locations?
Yeah.
Is it going to be the exact same thing?
No.
No.
They're
No, they're gonna make
completely
it
different.
So-
Which I'm glad. 'cause
Like
it
they
would
may
be kind
use
of boring if
some
it's
of the
same
same
thing.
story elements.
I don't think so.
I think they're gonna reuse some story
Well, it's going to
elements,
have
but
to
the
do
buildings
with
are gonna be
it's going to have to do with the charter, I imagine.
The what?
The charter. Have you been to Meow Wolf?
Yes.
The charter.
I didn't do the story when I went there.
Oh God, you're selling. Come on, Chris. You of all people.
I wanted to, but I was really tired that day because I went with Julian and Dominic.
Yeah, I
and was
couldn't
just
think-
Like, we'll just
On it.
like explore. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we just explored.
I couldn't figure out the whole thing because I was with a bunch of like 30-something-year-olds, and none of them wanted to care. Like none of them cared about it. So I was like trying to figure it out by myself while everyone's like walking around, trying to stay with the group. It was so hard. So I was thinking we should go there and do like a vlog.
You just want to do a lot of vlogs, don't you?
Well, there's cool stuff to do, and it's easy, free content. Okay,
Driving all the way out to Meow Wolf is not easy free content.
I'll
Yeah, it
drive.
is.
Whatever.
We'd have to make a day trip out of that.
It's Saturday.
Yeah,
Next
okay.
Saturday.
That'd be
I have
fun.
the weekends off.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's what happens,
You
kids.
got- you
You
also
work
have
hard
the
and you
days
work
to do
stupid
it.
hours, and they finally give you the weekends off. They give you the Monday through Friday. It's great. It's amazing having weekends off. I love it.
I work
so
Fridays
much.
and Saturdays.
Oh, I have one more. I have one little interesting tidbit. So I actually have growth on my back, and the first day that they're going to be able to remove it is my birthday.
Cool.
So in the morning, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm
They
just going
saved
to
your
go.
life for your birthday. That's a good gift.
Yeah, that's true.
They keep on giving.
Yeah, they're gonna do
Life.
like a biopsy on my back or something. So that'll be fun.
That almost feels wrong.
What almost feels wrong?
Holding hands on camera.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
Oh
it's
God,
just-
I like squeeze your hand and let go. Get over it.
no,
She doesn't like me. I'm secretly holding her hostage, for her love.
Please help us.
please.
Send help.
Josh actually has us all under lock and key.
Gamer agrees vehemently.
He's a black belt in
Oh yeah, dude.
what is it? In chi blocking.
Chibo, yeah.
Santa Fe makes me think of Newsies the musical.
Hey.
Gamer Respecter.
See if I can get how my week was.
Yeah. Jonathan, how was your week?
See?
Whoa, what the heck? What?
It's not that good.
Does it come off? Does it
Not
come?
really.
What?
Maybe if you move back from the camera. a
Hey
little
John,
bit.
do you wanna do?
Nah,
No.
You know, we need to set up the lighting.
What
We need to set up the
happens?
lighting rig next week.
That's it?
John,
How?
John. Hey,
Tell me later. Tell me later.
we need to do the lighting rig that we
can
do
talk about it
for
afterwards.
John Explains.
Afterwards, yeah.
'Cause it's directional. We'll look better.
That'll be on the behind the scenes video.
Yeah.
In any case, let's see. See, we still got a little bit of time to kill. Do you want to tell them about what our? Should we let them know what the new schedule is going to be like?
Oh yeah. So, not 100% set in stone, but this is what we were thinking. I don't remember, Joseph.
Okay.
Can I get to refresh?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
No.
Dude, isn't it so cool that we don't
No,
like, have
stay-
a computer like in the way blocking everything?
Yes, it is. It's
Like-
weird.
We got a new computer and we hooked it up. We're using their television as the monitor. It's so great. Jonathan just has like the whole living room to himself.
He's working out.
He's
currently.
actually just doing exercise in the living room while side cocking.
He's practicing his chi blocking for when we all try to overthrow him.
Yeah.
So, and
Well, I'm not a bender. I don't know about you, Chris, but
Not me either.
Don't get bent out of shape. Really? Nobody? Okay.
I got it. It was a stretch. It was a stretch, buddy.
Kind of like what Jonathan's doing.
Hey, it's pretty impressive. You
Yeah,
guys
he's
can't
holding
see
this
it, but it's
around
pretty
the hallway.
impressive what he's.
Yeah.
He's just casually over there, just like what?
Okay.
Just like Neo from the Matrix. Just like,
So
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing a matrix, but just like in midair, just like it's an exercise for your abs. He's just like twisting, but while leaning like backwards at like 90 degrees. It's like, are you even human, Jonathan?
No, he's not.
It's like,
Nope.
okay.
So if you do the dragon drops,
here's what the monthly schedule is looking like. And this will start in March if we actually decide to go through with it. Let us know what you think. We're gonna do. The first week is gonna be a podcast like we're doing right now. We're gonna do a topical discussion. Second week will be a board game or just some kind of card game of some sort. Our meme
Monopoly. Monopoly.
takes too long.
Not if I play. Monopoly.
That would be fun. But
Josh
I know
doesn't
you
need
don't
to be a
agree,
vendor.
but
He could.
We might. Well, if we run out of board games, we'll probably.
I can what?
Doing it.
You can
that's a
conquer
good one.
anyone.
Secret Hitler. That's a good one. If you
What?
guys, if you
No.
Spyfall.
Secret Hitler.
You should do
You got.
Spyfall.
For those of you who know about Secret Hitler, you should play it. It's a lot of fun.
Robin has said that if we do board games, he can promise us a lot more memes out of it. So I'm looking forward to that.
There's also a meme board game too that you should play. A card game actually. It's really fun.
Is it called Man Bites Dog?
No, it's called Life is Memes.
Oh, okay.
I've
It's
seen what
so
you're talking
much
about.
fun. It's the best.
Is it like current memes or is it like
so
classic?
you choose. There's a picture and everybody gets a deck of cards, 5 cards. And
Oh,
you
it's
choose which
top.
meme
It's
you-
top and bottom text memes.
No, it's just a bunch of pictures,
Mhm.
and then you get like memes in a deck of cards,
Mhm.
and then you choose which meme you think best suits the picture, and then someone judges, and whichever card they pick is the winner. It's
Oh,
like
you,
apples
so
to
you,
apples,
you
kind
pick a
of.
meme. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not
really
like
fun.
it's not like you pick like a why you know, and then you get like
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
No.
that would still be good. Like
Yeah,
if you
that
did
would.
the classic like mid 2000s memes.
Yeah. Anyway,
That
I
would
cut
be
you
bad.
off, sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
You're not real.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
he's real.
Okay. Third week will be another topical discussion, and the reason we're only going to be doing them every other week is because we found that we were starting to get burnt out on the whole topical discussion once we started video games.
I was getting burned out.
It's hard to come up with different
On a
things that
weekly
we
basis.
care enough to talk about an hour. Well,
Now it's going to be more like half an hour, 45 minutes.
yeah, because we're gonna
Because we're doing
we're talking about other stuff. Like we have to talk for at least a half hour extensively about a subject. So we have to really like that subject, and there's not enough nerdy things, and they don't necessarily have to be nerdy. It's hard to keep coming up with things over and over again that you really care about. It's good to have a week off in between, so at least then we have to come up with half the amount of things, and also it gives us a chance to like take a break from it and then come back to it. And I think, and just the way it feels, I don't speak for all of us necessarily, but just coming back already and the
20 minutes.
20 minutes we'll be doing, I feel much better about the pot. Like it was getting to the point where we were kind of having to force it. I feel like, just for me. I don't like
No,
doing
I'm on the
that.
same page with you on that one.
Yeah, don't ever burn yourselves out. That's the
That's
worst.
shut
thing.
up.
That's
I'm
the
so
worst.
It
really
was
new to
awesome to
this.
have a break from the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's the worst thing you could do.
Jonathan hates us. What?
No, I'm still really new to this, so I like.
she's never been burnt out. She didn't.
I just didn't know what was happening.
Well, she's here because I love her, but
We also have the cooking show now, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
I keep pointing at
Did
the
you film
microphone.
anything for that?
we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
No, we were both super tired for that though. So it's like the content is like horrible.
I guess we're not totally sure if we're gonna post that cooking show.
It's pretty. There's a lot of like dead space and not very many jokes.
You edit that editing, Jonathan.
I don't have time.
If it's
to
really
We'll
short,
talk
that's
about that.
okay.
Okay, we'll talk about other stuff in just a minute here. So,
Hey,
and lastly,
we're open with our audience. That's what makes us special. All right, we talk. Our process is
No, I
open
know.
to them. There's
I
no,
know, but
there's
this
no
is-
smoke and mirrors.
And speaking of topics, maybe you should do the main topic.
we get to that after we do
It's
after 7:30.
That's we're doing that like after.
Yeah, we have a set time, then we're going to begin that. Okay, and then the final week, until further notice, we're going to keep doing a gaming video at least once a month. We'll more than likely do Watch Dogs because that seems to be like the one that everybody seems to think is reacting best on.
We can do Skyrim too. It's just that like doing Skyrim every week is hard. It's a slow moving game. Like we have to be really energetic. We have to be on a good quest. Like and also we just kind of have to be lucky that we're funny enough that day. Otherwise, it's just really it's not entertaining.
Have you played the new Wolfenstein game?
Last
I've
drop
heard
is
it's really
here.
good.
What?
Last drop.
Dude, I don't play a lot of video
Me
games.
either.
I
I saw a trailer. This
I
The
play-
meme lord has arrived!
hello,
We
Robin.
need to make like
Hey.
Chris, I pretty much just play Skyrim and Oblivion on my Xbox 360.
Okay. No judgment. That's probably That's
I'm not
probably
really a
would be
gamer.
bad.
Yeah, I just like the Elder Scrolls. I don't really like video games.
I just
I like
play
video
all of
games.
the Legend of Zelda games.
I like video games.
Well, yeah, like she's not a gamer at all,
Star Wars
But
Knights
she
of the
loves Legend
Republic,
of Zelda.
old School.
Wait,
The online's okay, but the
so
original's
you're
the
like
best.
every teenage girl ever. I
wrong.
love Legend of Zelda.
No, are you kidding me? Everybody I went to school with, like
What's your
they-
favorite
like,
game? The Legend of Zelda. Who's your favorite character? Oh, I love Zelda. He's so cool.
No.
I think
name is Link.
Jared just had an aneurysm somewhere.
Jared doesn't
Jared
watch.
is on his way to kill you right now.
He's on it.
He doesn't.
He
He needs
just-
to watch.
He just sensed it. He was just.
He just senses like someone is quoting Legend of Zelda. I must take care of.
To lend some context,
Dude, I-
Jared was a middle school pastor who used every excuse he could to sneak Legend of Zelda into one of his messages.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, I haven't seen him, and I don't think I've seen him since November.
I saw him earlier in January.
I saw him in January.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
stupid
I
because
know.
I'm
I
I'm in a
know
recording
you.
band with him, and we never cross paths. Although writing process and everything like that, I just never see him. We both just interact with our producer Scott at different times, so I never see him anymore. But he's got a family, so it's all good.
Family
It's good.
support.
I totally don't feel betrayed at all, Jared. I'm kidding. I love his kids.
What did you think you were? Do you feel like you've been replaced by his kids?
No. Although I have known him longer than his kids have been alive.
Nah, you don't
No?
say.
I was like 14 when Autumn was born, I think. So, well, how old is Autumn? Autumn is
I don't know.
John. How old's Autumn?
I don't know.
She's like
4, 5.
5.
I'm 20. So I guess I was like 14, 15 when his daughter was born. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So video. So wait, we're doing podcast, board game, podcast, video games.
Yes.
And then if we want to, we could sub out one of the podcasts for something else if we want to, or we could sub out.
More than likely, it'll be the video game one.
Yeah, we could sub out any random week that we don't want to do something and we
Also-
want to do something
well, here's
new.
something-
We will. We're just gonna
Here's
do
something
it.
else. Now that we've got a computer that can actually handle all this, we can get the capture card that I'd originally
Did you
got
find a
for PlayStation
PMG
4.
generator? Awesome. He took my advice.
Okay. We can actually get the capture card, which will allow us to bypass the part where the stupid PlayStation 4 software won't let us record like story scenes or something. Like it'll literally block out audio and
Well, yeah, we can stream
audio
from
and video.
Well, you can just get stuff on Steam
I don't like it.
and you can record that.
This is true.
You don't need PlayStation anymore. You have the computer.
Yeah, but I like some of the games that are on the PlayStation, and I haven't been able to do.
There is no game that is on the PlayStation that's not on Steam,
Really?
and you can
He's
play.
right.
You can play with
but
a controller.
but I have to buy the game again then.
Joe, we have.
No, actually, I think for some games with Steam, a lot of games. If you can prove that you already have the game, you can get it again.
Goat Simulator.
Yeah, Jonathan knows how this works. He actually uses Steam. When he has his laptop. I don't.
Dude, Steam is super cheap. If you.
I have a Google Chrome. I don't even. Yeah. Which I never use. I just use my phone for everything.
How are you liking your new PC though?
I used to go to Golden Gun to play.
What's
Video
up?
Oh, how are you liking your new
Everyone in Golden
PC?
Gun's a jerk.
It's working really well. I
Tell
like
us,
it. Sorry, yeah, I was just reading some of the.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh man, at least Robin's got a dash. Ah.
Well, thank you for watching.
All right, he wants us to do a Pokemon stream someday. He wants Gamer to do a Moana rant.
We could do that on the computer.
We can do Portal 2 now.
We can do Portal.
Dude.
No, we can do
Portal's
literally any video game. Jonathan, we need to do Doki
You should do
Doki.
Portal and.
I don't care if it's been done a million times. We have to do Doki
And
Doki.
you should do a Half-Life as well.
No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not? I like Doki Doki.
Are you still waiting for Half-Life 3?
Yes.
What?
Half-Life 3, so is that a life and a half because there's 3 Half-Lives?
Oh,
For me to
don't toy with my
No.
emotions.
Like, I would have to be like.
What if we stayed up? What if we just did like a live stream? Not like a live stream for this, but like we just did a live stream where we stayed up to like 3 a.m. and we played Doki Doki.
That would be stupid. No.
No, because that is like John was saying. I would have to be hammered to play that game again, and we don't drink because we're both underage. So we just do the equivalent. Stay up till 3 a.m. We basically act drunk.
Did I ever
Yeah.
tell you the story of
Lucy, you have some explaining to do.
What is that from?
my spleen tastes funny?
What?
I'll give you a hint.
Why are you eating this?
Matthew Perry and Salma Hayek.
Just with a knife? Oh, you know.
Oh, that's right.
this thing,
Oh,
no
gosh,
big deal,
I'm
man.
explaining it to you. I love that. Fools Rush In.
That's a great movie.
Linda and I watced that recently
Oh, yeah,
because
with Chandler.
it's basically us.
His
Yeah.
name is Matthew Perry, but okay.
His name is
Our
not
friend
Matthew
is
Perry. His
Chandler.
name is Chandler Bing. Bing. Chandler Bing.
The CEO of Bing.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't get old. Bing.
Okay, so it is in fact about to be 7:30, and normally this time you guys would be like, "Awesome, John explains." Well, we've been releasing those as a separate thing on a weekly basis. I've been trying to do
No
it.
one watches
I watched them.
except for me and Linda.
I loved your last Jedi one, by the
That
way.
was
That one,
genius.
yes, that one was
That was
beautiful.
good.
That was he didn't
That
tell
was the one that he just
he,
improv.
he didn't tell us he was going to do that. We were rolling. We just were filming for I don't know Guilty
We were
Crown or
filming-
something,
yeah.
and he just randomly said Last Jedi and like just did it, and we were like, okay.
No, he forgot the name of the movie at first. Remember? I put that in the bloopers. He was like, "Star Wars Episode 8." Dang it! What's Star Wars Episode 8 name?
Speaking of Star Wars Episode 8.
Actually, we're not there quite yet.
What?
It is 7:30, as I was saying. Usually
Chris
this
just
is
wants
where-
to talk about Star Wars. He's like,
I mean, he
Chris,
came
we do this
ready.
on a daily basis.
He's
You
got
can
the
wait for
I
merch.
know, but this is a good way to transition to it.
Not quite.
no, we have a schedule.
So
we kind of have
we
sort
try
of
to
a
do
schedule.
something at 7:30 every
Try to have
podcast.
sort
Since
of
we're
a
not going to be doing
schedule.
John Explains anymore, since it's a
Okay.
separate segment, we are going to start making Power Up or Power Down
Oh, yeah,
our 7:30
this-
segments.
This thing, yes.
So, I have here the different ones that you guys gave me earlier.
Well, I gave you a terrible one, and you wrote it down instead of my good one.
No, I have your good. I still have. Your, I have the good. I still have the good one too.
I hate you, PNG maker.
What happened?
Oh, you guys will see if you look at the.
Okay, I'll look in a few minutes.
How crappy it is.
Yeah, dude, PNG Maker.
Okay,
I got us.
okay. So
expensive.
the first one is from Linda.
Oh.
She says you are as fast as Superman, but whenever you use your speed, you suffer from vertigo, like intense, like awful vertigo, for 3 days after you reach your destination.
No.
So you just get there and fall over.
Way. No, not worth it.
I wouldn't take it.
I would
You wouldn't take it?
I would go to Japan. I'd be fine.
You want to have vertigo for 3 days in Japan?
Yeah.
But
Because then
then-
after that, I'm set. I don't even have to leave anymore.
Okay.
Okay, I wouldn't take this one, just saying.
We've been discussing retiring in Japan, and
For
lately,
like a day.
yeah, and now she's all excited about Japan.
I used
Okay,
to
so
joke
no
around
ta-
saying
so the only
I
one that would take
give
this
up
one is
my
Linda.
American citizenship.
I'm leaning
to
towards
move
no.
Leaning
That
towards
was
no
a
on that
joke.
one.
Leaning towards no.
Yeah,
For
I'm
the
just
longest
like,
time.
Then I could go to
vertigo
New
is
Zealand.
awful.
Yeah. So then I could just go to New Zealand,
And then it
and
just
then I'll be
doesn't-
passed out for 3 days, and then I'm like, all right, I'm in New Zealand still. Cool. So.
I can only see that being an advantage when you want to go somewhere extravagant. I do not see this having a very good use on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no,
well,
that's
okay, hey,
for, like,
hey,
vacations.
hey, we have to think about how you use it to fight crime. That's the most important thing.
Okay,
fighting
you're going to
criminal.
use your
I'm gonna
super...
fall asleep for 3 days. Bye.
It's like,
No,
you
He's
super
just like-
speed
No,
over...
you can use the vertigo to your advantage. Nobody would want to get anywhere near you if you're just vomiting all over them.
Well, vertigo doesn't necessarily mean vomiting.
No, I
That
know
could
several people that
maybe
have
work.
severe like
Probably
vertigo
not,
and
but
they
it could
can't
work.
like do anything.
I don't know.
Okay, you just stay in super speed
I'm just
until
like,
you finish.
You
fighting.
specified that after you get to your destination, that's when it stops being used. That's when the vertigo hits you. So as soon as you show up to the crime scene, you're just gonna keel over, and you're probably gonna get killed.
Is there a way we can test this?
Like
No?
you'd be like running away.
I don't know,
from
Chris.
the thing.
Let's pull your beanie down, spin you around, and then have you run real fast.
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh no,
My mouth isn't bleeding yet. We're not done. Okay.
we're not done. Oh, but
Yeah.
we're almost
Blue,
done.
though.
What's the next one, Jim?
So
Doesn't
then
feel
start
good.
doing-
The next one, let's see. My mom actually contributed this one when she found out what we were doing for the segment. She says, "You can fly, but you are blind while using the power."
Yes.
You take that one.
Yes.
Oh,
John, what's wrong with it?
Like,
So what?
what's happening?
Maybe
the
instead
end
of
looks weird, I guess.
using the PNG generator, just like a.
I was
text-
like, don't tell me
just a
something's
text
wrong with
block.
the camera. I will kill somebody.
No.
You need a background. Because
I
otherwise,
look, I look
Sorry, Chris.
like a
It's not my
Japanese
fault.
man here. Why do I look like a Japanese man?
Because you chose to do your hair that way. I like it though. So
Josh likes
Josh,
kids.
that's not cool.
Oh my god.
I made sure to like our own video.
Let's see.
But yeah, no, I would fly blind.
You'd fly blind?
I'll be a daredevil who flies.
There you go.
Hey, that's true. Daredevil can't see.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
he
You
has
know what?
no problem with what he does.
Can you imagine if Daredevil got a hold of
You're
being
saying
able to fly?
being blind is a power down? That's ableist.
Well, actually, a guy that works at my gym,
mean, I'm not far
he's
from
legally
it.
blind, and he does parkour like no other. So.
Awesome. So he's basically
Yeah.
Daredevil. So
So
Daredevil
he is
does
Daredevil.
exist.
Yeah.
Daredevil exists.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, Albuquerque's bad enough that Daredevil could exist.
we need a Daredevil. Albuquerque,
I don't
we
even
need
care if it's
Daredevil.
illegal. Can someone go around and just whack criminals?
Have someone become Daredevil. Do it. I don't.
Someone
care.
just
Please
take
say
it. Just
thank
take
you.
it for the team, man.
One of our friends,
Peyton.
Jacob, like a few years ago, he posted something on Facebook. It says like there are currently like I think it was 40-something billionaires on the planet. Not one of these losers has decided to become Batman.
Yeah, I know. It's like you'd think they would have some imagination, but no.
Maybe because they didn't get rich by being insane.
Who knows? Maybe Jeff Bezos will become the next Batman.
I feel like
He's
Elon
got so
Musk
much
already
money.
is Iron Man. He just hasn't told us yet.
Who?
I feel like Elon Musk already is Iron Man. He just hasn't told us yet.
That's possible.
He's gay Iron Man. That's it.
Oh, I didn't know he was gay. Huh.
I don't know if he's gay. I think he might be asexual.
Oh. Okay.
I
Well,
don't
anyway.
see why this is prevalent to the cause,
Yeah.
but
No.
I would.
We were talking about billionaires, and he's kind of cool, actually.
Dude,
He's
Jeff
the guy. He
Bezos
fired
should-
he fired a private rocket into space. They put a car in space just because.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He owns Tesla.
Oh, okay.
He's very smart mechanic engineer.
We were talking about superpowers.
Okay.
You know, Jeff
Okay,
Bezos
well,
is
being rich
basically-
is a superpower.
How many of us have a DS? The answer is, I think, all
Nope.
of us.
I have a 3DS.
3DS.
I don't.
All of us but Chris.
No. I have
I have a
We can
Game Boy
play
Advance.
Triforce Heroes.
That's true.
We can play Triforce Heroes with you and I have 3DSs. We can play Triforce Heroes with somebody in the from our
I
fan
was gonna
base.
say Jeff Bezos is basically.
Dude,
a
Will
good
likes
Lex
Zelda.
Luthor.
What?
Jeff Bezos is basically a good Lex Luthor. Think about it.
Who's Jeff Bezos?
The CEO of Amazon. He's bald.
Oh yeah.
He's a good guy. It's like you're a good Lex Luthor.
What's the thing is, Lex Luthor is a good guy, except for
No.
when he's trying to kill Superman.
No.
Have
Okay,
you seen
Smallville Lex Luthor? Smallville Lex, dude. I was like, I spent the first several seasons of Smallville rooting for Lex.
Really?
Well, because he's so awesome.
No,
like,
Lex is awesome.
He's so
In
good.
his own way,
It's
yeah.
it's like it's their own fault that he ends up being a bad guy. He's
Yeah.
just like, I just want to be loved, and they're like, no, we can't trust you. And he's like, but fine, I'll just be a bad guy, I guess.
And I'll be good at it.
He's like, I would be awesome as a good guy, but no one wants me. I guess I'll just be good at being a bad guy.
He does in the new 52.
He's a good actor.
He does become he is. He does become in an alternate universe. He actually does become Superman, and like he actually has like Kryptonian powers. It's really
Michael
weird, but it's
Rosenbaum as
cool.
Lex Luthor Superman.
His suit's really cool too.
That's okay, actually.
Yeah.
Michael Rosenbaum was Wally West Flash.
Yes, he's my favorite. He
my favorite
voice
Flash.
acts my favorite superhero of all time, which is Justice League animated Flash. It's my favorite superhero, and
Dang.
Michael Rosenbaum acts him. So, like, it's very specific.
Cool.
That Flash, not Barry Allen.
Gamer Inspector has Triforce Heroes.
You do,
Yep.
dude. We got. I will talk to you on Discord about that when I
What were the other
get my
superpowers?
DS and Jonathan and I will figure this out, and then
We will play with you.
we'll play with you over Discord. Like
Let's see.
we'll just video chat while we play.
All right, let's get back to the power
Cool.
up, power down, though.
Yes.
All right, we kind of got off topic. a
I was
little bit.
talking to my
It
friend.
was my fault. I'm sorry. But anyway,
All right.
Michael Rosenbaum is bae.
Okay.
he has hair now too.
He is best girl.
Well, yeah. I agree.
Okay. This one was from Josh.
I
You
can't
can-
fight that one.
This one was one of those from Josh.
Oh, this is a good ask.
You can make anybody agree with you,
Oh
but
no, this is my bad one.
but your right arm mimics theirs for a week.
What?
I came up with the last part.
Oh, you came with the last part. Okay, I was gonna say I couldn't think of the second part.
I finished that
mean-
one.
You can mind control somebody, but you become psychically linked, and your right arm does whatever their right arm does for me. So they're just like
Oh,
drinking coffee,
no.
and you're just like sitting there, just like, you okay, man?
They're
Yeah,
like
I have a
brushing
drink-
their
I have a
hair or
drink
I'm
something.
fine. Just- they're brushing their hair. You doing okay? Oh no.
Yeah.
Because I thought brushing their teeth.
Oh,
Oh.
oh boy.
This is a-
Yeah, I
okay.
can't do that one.
You okay there,
There are
man?
so many things that can go wrong with
Yeah,
that.
no, exactly.
Oh
It's okay.
no! They're just like hugging their grandma.
Okay, but how long do you control
You just
them
remind me
for?
of airplane too when it's like UK
For
it's like,
24
I have a
hours.
drinking problem,
20,
man.
okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Jonathan looks like he has something to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, he's good.
All right.
Okay,
the next-
this is Josh. Wait. Would you take this one?
Yeah, that's why I said brushing your teeth.
No.
Because what if somebody's...
No.
You didn't think of that already?
Yeah.
Wow.
He told me. Jonathan and I have a telepathic
Virgin
link.
ears.
No. I got
That was like one of the first things
yeah,
I
no,
thought
that's
of.
a big, yeah.
I'm sorry.
When I
thought
said
it-
there's too many
Terrible
risks
people.
involved with that,
Yeah.
that is exactly what I was
Maybe I have a
thinking
better
of.
sense of humor. I think the things that aren't inappropriate that would look inappropriate if they're mine.
But no, I wouldn't take it because what if somebody's doing something gross with their right hand and then I start...
That's what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, pick
yeah.
their nose. That's
Yeah.
what we're thinking
Yeah.
of, right, guys?
Exactly.
Like picking their nose. You don't want to pick your own nose. What if
No.
their nose actually is like crooked and then like
Okay,
you're just
you need
picking
to
your nose,
stop
but
now.
it's
Stop now.
and then you're not picking your nose because their nose is wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the next one?
This is what Josh.
That was the okay. That one I thought that one was bad. That one was amazing.
I'm telling you.
What's the next one?
Okay, Josh also came with this one. Super strength, but you basically become Nick. What's his last name?
Oh yeah.
Wojcik.
Okay.
Nick
Super
Cage?
strength,
Yes,
but you.
absolutely. Nick
No,
Cage.
Nick
yes.
Wojcik.
Yes.
John, do you have a picture of Nick Vujicic?
I don't. I can get one wrong.
Nick Cage
Just,
is the man.
John, look at. Yeah,
Awesome.
super. You have super strength, but you have the physical body type of Nick Vujicic. Now, I just want to disclaim: we love Nick Vujicic.
He's
We've
awesome.
met him. He's a great guy, motivational
so
speaker.
I've met him.
In a second, John's gonna get that up on screen. But yeah,
How do you spell his last name?
He's married.
Yeah, no, his wife is awesome.
VUIJICIC. I don't. It's weird.
Just try that. I'm sure it'll come up.
Just keep talking.
He looks familiar. Oh.
He's-
I look so stupid. My hand
Now I
gestures
know
are
who it
dumb.
is. So wait, what was the
Super strength, but you
Super
basically
strength,
have
but
the
you
body
have the
type
body of Nick Vujicic.
Yeah.
He's the
You
foot.
take that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take
I
it.
still
You
still
could
super
just, wah, you could just hop because he hops with his foot.
Yeah.
Like,
That
well,
means
he like waddles, but
If
he
like
just
someone
dun,
hits
dun,
you with
dun,
a
dun.
car, you're still fine. So super strength, you're just like
That's
hey,
true.
What's up?
I don't know. I don't know if I would take losing all my limbs for invincibility though.
It's not invincibility, it's super strength.
Yeah, but like if you're super
Essentially,
strong, then your ribs are
It's
invincible.
essentially invincibility.
Okay.
Now, if it was
Not just your ribs.
was
You
the-
don't
all
have
of them.
Superman's aura though. You
But
just
see,
have his physical strength.
I would absolutely take it even more if it was Nicolas Cage. Then absolutely, you know I would take it. I mean, come on.
Then you could easily steal the Declaration of Independence.
That's beautiful.
And then I can make the failed Superman movie happen. Tim Burton.
Yeah. Wait. What?
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah. Tim
He-
Burton was gonna make a Superman movie with Nicolas Cage. And
What?
it
Tim
didn't-
Burton?
Yeah.
Like I like Tim Burton, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Really? You liked him, Bert?
I kind of like. I like some of Tim Burton's stuff. I don't like.
Alright.
I don't like all his
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
Alright,
Yeah,
last
that's gonna
last
happen.
one. I don't remember who came in with this one, but you can possess anybody.
Oh, also me. Also me.
you, okay. You can possess anybody, but after you release them, you completely forget who you are.
Every
And it
time you
happens
do
every-
that, complete amnesic
way.
wipe.
No way.
You
No, thank you.
control that person's body. You get out and just.
How long does the amnesia last for?
Well, let's just say 24 hours. I mean, because a complete wipe every time you did it, because then you
No.
discover that you have the powers over again, and then,
No.
it's gone.
Crazy Chris
Yeah.
says if someone can get me to Rush Valley, then sure, why not? For the super strength one.
What's Rush Valley?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's where Winry does her apprenticeship.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I could go for some. He's like, I could go for some auto mail.
That's beautiful.
I dig it.
I'm crying on the
I
inside
wouldn't
because that
do
was
it, but-
amazing. Thank you for that.
Let's see.
I just finished it all the way, by the way.
And
from
Josh still has
from
not finished it.
Yeah, no.
I probably never
He's
will.
not going to.
Gamer says he's gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
You, me, man. Let's make it happen. We'll get the Nick Cage.
Yeah. See, this is the quality content you get. Not sarcasm, by the way. This is quality content you get when we take a long break from
And
doing
by the
this.
way, he actually just did an independent movie, and it was good too.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
What film?
It was called Mandy.
Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh
Look,
my goodness.
What was it? What was it about?
he just plays this. He plays like the most Nick Cage role of anything he's done. The movie's actually good too. It was at Sundance.
Well, he's an incredible actor. He just chooses really weird things
It's
to
because
do.
he's like in crazy debt. He was in crazy debt for a while, and he had to just take roles so he could pay it all off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Gamer
And
wants
also,
us to
he
play
likes to do weird stuff.
the
too,
Professor
but-
Layton games so bad, he'll just send them to us.
I don't have the free time to play video games, man.
look at me.
I haven't played Skyrim in 2 weeks.
How have you lived for that long?
I don't know.
I haven't played it in 3 months.
Blasphemy, dude. I have full-time job. Like I have a career. I don't have time to play video games anymore.
All right.
Like
We're actually,
this is the only time I play video games, and we're not playing video games right now.
Okay. We're actually like, let's see.
I mean, I have my weekends off now, so maybe. But I'm
Think
still
I have
busy.
any
Dude. I
advice
got
for
stuff to
writing
do.
stories? We'll get to that toward the end. For right now, we should get to our topic discussion for the night, which is the new Star Wars trilogy, which so far consists of Star Wars The Force Awakens, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Yep. Alrighty. I did not mean to do that.
I mean,
Mesmerize.
oh wait, no, it's right here.
What? Shred? What?
No,
I see people do that whenever like they see the Marvel intro. They're just like,
really?
with the
Okay.
concrete.
That is hilarious.
And they're just like,
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the new trio. That's kind of the main characters because in episodes 4, 5, and 6 we had Han, Luke, and Leia.
Yep.
And then in episodes 1, 2, and 3 we had Anakin and Obi-Wan, and for argument's sake, let's say Padme made up the third member of the trifecta.
Qui-Gon.
no.
You've heard of Ben Swallow.
No!
You've heard of Ben Swallow, but have you heard of Qui-Gon Jinn?
Because he's
Yes! Qui-Gon Jinn.
But Josh, he wasn't in the rest of them because he was gone.
It's okay, I mean,
No.
He was gone in the first.
That is
Are
an
you gonna-
amazing
are you
pun.
gonna- are you gonna-
I want to acknowledge how amazing that pun is. I'm saying he's the third member of the trio because he's that awesome.
No.
Are you gonna
Gives
quiet
me
about-
that
are you
free-
gonna
Okay, fine.
about
Then
it?
Darth Maul.
Just
Darth
saying
Maul.
quiet
Darth
about
Maul is Maul's the third member of the trio.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Okay, so in this case, that would be
Like,
Rey,
okay,
Finn-
Qui-Gon and Darth Maul are like two of the greatest characters ever to be in Star Wars.
George
And everyone says that the Phantom Menace is like the worst movie ever. I'm like,
No,
it's
it's
definitely
not.
it's definitely Attack of the Clones.
It's the second. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you on that. Attack of the Clones. Is
Attack of the
worst.
Clones could have been.
It sucks. It's
Attack of the
evil.
Clones could have been the best one, actually. I feel like structure-wise and like the fight scenes and stuff, I feel like if they had done it better, it could have been the best.
Yes, but let's get
We've talked about the original, the prequel trilogy. We're talking about the new one.
Yes.
So in this case, that would be Finn,
Rey,
and Poe. Sorry, Rose does not make the cut for any of you
Yeah,
that actually
no.
like
Rose
it.
is the worst Star Wars character
Rose is
ever.
awesome, and you can suck it.
No, she is the
No.
worst Star Wars character ever. Jar Jar is a god compared to her. Okay, and I like Jar Jar, but I'm talking about like all the people that hate Jar Jar. Jar Jar, like the way you see Jar Jar, Jar Jar is better than Rose. Okay?
No.
Because
No.
Rose stopped Finn from redeeming himself. He's been useless the whole freaking thing. He finally is like,
He fought fine against Kylo Ren in Episode 7.
Okay, that's true, he did. But like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, he's not useless. He fought Phasma, he fought.
Yeah.
I take that back. Finn is not useless.
No, I
I
have
apologize,
issues
Finn.
with her saving. I had issues with that. But
Because it's like-
I think she's a great character.
I feel like in general, though,
And
I was
think she has great
dissatisfied.
chemistry with Finn.
In general, I was dissatisfied with his character, especially in Episode 8. I feel like he was just kind
I
of.
did see The Last Jedi, how it should have ended. That was phenomenal.
I feel like he was really wishy-washy and just like he displayed character traits that weren't present in the first
So
film.
here's my biggest complaint with The Last Jedi is that I love Finn and Rose. I love their chemistry. I think they work great together.
Of course you agree with Josh.
Wait, let me finish.
No, I was talking to
And-
Gamer.
No, I was
Yeah.
talking to your brother.
But
I was
he
talking
thinks
to you.
like me.
So everybody in
the
the
thing-
chat is agreeing with Josh.
But
What's up?
Yeah.
cool, good for you, man. That's
I
fine.
speak for the people.
No, and if you guys agree, then that's fine. Like, you don't have to agree with me. Like, I'm not for. Again, what I love about film is that it's subjective. So if you disagree with me, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah,
I have no
it's
problem with
subjective.
that.
He can be. He's just as right as I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. However wrong
But I
you
disagree.
actually are. But anyway,
You are entitled to your wrong opinion.
Okay, Michelle Obama.
Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
So Finn and Rose, I think their chemistry is great, and I love them. The quests they were given in the movie did not amount to
So
anything.
stupid.
Yeah, it was terrible. I
It was
hated
a waste of time.
It was a waste of
They
time.
could have gone into the Knights of Ren instead of going to the casino
The only
planet.
thing I liked about it is it did build up to the broom kid at the end. That was great.
That was
Yeah.
cool. But
Sure,
they could have
that's-
introduced that kid.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have to build up
Any other way.
Exactly.
Hey,
Okay,
Yeah.
Crazy Chris has a
I
great
said-
comment here.
Yes.
Chewbacca has literally watched the Skywalkers mess Galaxy up with their family drama. When Ben was born, he was like, wonder how this one's gonna mess this up.
True.
You know what?
Okay, but
You just got me thinking too.
I was trying to.
I also had another problem with what they did Chewbacca in The Last Jedi. They basically
He didn't look the same.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they basically made him the family dog. Like, they didn't really give him enough to do. Chewbacca is a
Well,
legendary warrior.
To be
pilot,
fair,
the new pilot of the Millennium Falcon, like
Yeah.
he's probably. The
I feel like what happened is
is
that he's really chill as an individual. He doesn't really want to say anything, and his translator died.
Yeah.
Like Han spoke for it.
Ray
Han,
understands.
Leia understands. Oh yeah, Ray does understand him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
Well then,
bilingual.
then no. Yeah. Then you make a fair point. What the heck? But I was saying, Rose is stupid.
No.
Because
No.
Finn, who was kind of disappointing throughout episode 8, had a moment where he could have become like the best character in the whole movie.
That is very true.
If he because he was willing, which he gets brownie points. He did try.
Yeah, that's true.
He was like, you know what?
See, to
I'm
me-
going to stop being coward. I'm going to stop chickening out.
Yeah,
I'm going to
you're
do
right.
this. I'm going to give my all for the Republic.
See, for me,
he goes for it, and she's like, we don't win wars by destroying what we hate. We win wars by saving what we love. It's like, have you ever fought a war? You kill people. That's how you win wars.
Well, think about Poe, too, at the beginning of the movie, too.
Poe is awesome.
He let so many people die, and so many people were angry, like, why did Leia demote Poe? I'm like, he just he's responsible for all those pilots' deaths.
No, true. He has to be held responsible.
I love that Leia demoted
in the
him. She's
real,
like, no,
in the
you
real
need to stop
military,
being
even if he
irresponsible.
accomplished something, he still would have been demoted. I feel like it was annoying how obviously right he was, and then Leia was just like,
wasn't
I'm
right.
just literally not even going to comment on anything.
No, I disagree with that. She did.
No.
She was like, you're demoted. Like,
That's
you're being
stupid.
irresponsible.
I want to
You
watch
knocked it off.
that the chauvinist edit of Star Wars.
The what?
Have you heard about this? There's
No.
like this. It's like the defeminized version. Somebody
Oh,
edited.
it's so stupid.
I want to watch it. It sounds amazing. The guy says, he's like, oh, it's terrible. I'm not a cinematographer or anything like that.
No,
He's like,
Ryan-
but you get the idea.
Ryan Johnson
It's
and
like
Mark
40
Hamill,
minutes.
like, commented on it, and they said some really funny stuff about it. But, anyways,
I mean,
No.
they're Hollywood. Of course they're going to hate it. Like,
but, no, seriously, like, the fact that somebody made a movie just taking all, like, really? That's stupid.
they didn't take all the women out. They just shut them up.
Yeah, that's not cool, though. I don't like that.
Okay,
He
no.
wasn't serious. He did it as a
I don't-
joke.
My
I
issue,
don't know if I believe that.
I don't have an issue with female characters. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I have
I
an
like
issue
Rey.
when they're intentional about making sure that females get a voice. I'm like, why don't you just write good characters and then let those characters
Okay.
naturally fill out what you do instead of saying
mean
like,
you
we
mean
need
like
to
Rey?
make sure, yeah, like Rey or Leia. But what's that stupid purple-haired idiot? Like,
Yeah.
So, okay.
because she was
Yeah.
stupid. Her character should not have existed at all. Leia should have driven the freaking ship into the other
I
one.
agree
Because
with
Carrie
that.
Fisher's dead.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. Well, but here's the thing. I agree. If they knew Carrie, like, if they
Obviously,
knew,
they didn't know.
if
but
they knew, then I think that would have been good.
But
the
pur-
thing-
purple-haired
hold on,
lady
hold
was
on,
irritating.
Yes.
I did not like her.
I just want to break this
If
glass in my
if
hand.
you read the book Leia, Princess of Alderaan, it's about her when she's 16 in Alderaan. That's her best friend that she grew up with on Alderaan.
Okay, see,
know
but
what?
we don't know that.
Yes,
The
I
character
know,
means
I know.
nothing to us.
If you read that in the book, you probably would have liked the character.
Yeah.
That's still stupid, though.
But
You
here-
have to
this is the
draw.
mistake. Yeah, I know, I know,
Because
I
if
know.
we're talking about cinematography, within the film, you have to
This
tell the
doesn't have
story.
anything to do with cinematography, though.
No, storytelling, whatever.
Yes.
Within,
No, they made the mistake
within
of
the
banking-
film,
they
you
made the
have to
mistake of-
tell the story.
They made the mistake of banking on that character, assuming that people would have read the novel when most people are not going to.
They just assume that everyone
All the
likes her.
hardcore
Like, you
Star
can
Wars
tell the
fans read
whole
it.
film.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, everyone likes her, right? Okay, she's going to do idiot things, and everyone's just going to trust her. It's like,
See, I disagree.
we don't know who
I-
she
I didn't
is.
think she was
My
that
biggest
bad of a
beef with her,
character.
and they highlight this beautifully in the How It Should Have Ended for Star Wars: The Last Jedi, is that what ends up happening in How It Should Have Ended, Admiral Akbar survives, and he's like, okay, just to let everyone know, we have a secret base nearby, and we have a plan. We're heading for it.
Okay,
so don't
so-
anybody start any stupid mutinies or anything. Poe Dameron's like, oh, thank God.
See, okay, I love that. Here's
Yeah,
why.
that's-
That was my problem. She should have freaking
no.
told them.
Yeah.
Yes, but here's what I love.
That's
about
why he did that, because he just
Okay,
thought, oh, we're all going to die, and they're just going to let it happen. I need to do
Here
something.
is what I loved about Poe doing the mutiny thing and him being wrong. Because so many times in movies we've seen like the hero do a mutiny and be like, oh, this person's really evil, and then they end up being right and the person's evil. In this movie, wait, hold on. And in this movie, he was wrong. They're like, no, you were wrong. And I loved that Poe made a mistake, that he's a flawed character. And they're like, you know
that's
what?
true.
Poe,
I think he made a mistake, given the dramatic irony. Like, given what we know, he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Given what he knows, Given what he knew at the
See,
time, he made the right
He
decision.
just assumed she was evil. He didn't even like.
He
try
didn't
to
assume
figure
He
it
didn't
out.
assume she was
He
evil.
assumed that
He
she was
assumed she was
inept.
incompetent.
No, he assumed she was evil.
No.
he did. Yeah, he
No.
thought he thought she was an
Nothing
agent.
in
At no point
No.
does he say that he thought
did.
she was evil.
No, there's parts in the movie that.
No, he called her a coward.
Called her a coward.
Well, yeah, but no, there are parts where he was convinced that she was like she might be a double agent, maybe.
Well, that's a pretty fair assumption.
Yeah, but still, like he just assumed though. He didn't like.
We've never heard of this lady before. He's never heard of this lady before.
I might have
All of a
seen-
sudden,
okay, I might have
she's
seen
just
the
in
movie again,
command.
but-
Like, if I was in his position, if I was in his position, I would have killed her. I would not have just mutinied. I actually would have killed her. That would be what I would have done. I speak for the people, by the way.
Okay, put yourself in her shoes though and think about this. So
Her shoes.
no. Let me speak, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting angry. Sorry. Please let me speak.
Don't get angry.
Well-
It's a fictional movie.
I know. I don't care. But let me speak, please.
I'm angry that you're angry now.
So, put yourself in Laura Dern's character's shoes and think about this. So, like,
He even knows her name.
Yes, dude. She was in Jurassic Park.
Good night, gamer.
She's a good actress.
I don't care about the actress.
Okay. Anyway.
What's her name? What's the name?
Shut up and let him finish.
Anyway.
What's the actress name?
Doesn't matter.
Anyway. So put yourself in her shoes. She's been friends with Leia for all these years, and Leia's like we all know Poe's a good guy. Leia knows Poe's a good guy. She just met Poe, and all she knows about him is that he just got a bunch of soldiers killed because of his recklessness. Do you think, like, would you listen to him? Like, probably not. You'd be like, no, like,
Well,
you just got demoted for being
At
reckless.
the end of the movie, she's like, "Oh yeah, I think he's awesome."
Well, yeah, because in the end, she realized that he was a good person. But at the beginning, it's like all she knows is that he was responsible.
Well, I said why she demoted him.
Yeah.
I'm talking. I take issue with. I think later with the mutiny, that is exactly what I would have done in his shoes.
Poe has not done anything so far that has disappointed me, unlike the other two characters.
Yeah,
Unlike Rey and
both
Finn?
Rey and Finn have been disappointing many.
Really?
Rey less than Finn,
Okay.
but she has done some things that I'm kind of like, why did you do that?
Yeah,
I'm
I
curious.
mostly like Rey,
Like what?
but
For the most part, yeah.
Like, what did you not like that she did?
Okay, so understanding the character, I understand why she ran away from Maz Kanata when she presented her with the lightsaber, but it's like,
Yeah.
running away is not going to help you.
Yeah, but she just had like a traumatic vision and she's like freaking out. So
I don't know if that's a good example of
Um,
her. No. I just don't like her. I don't like her attitude. I like a lot of the things she does. I feel like she has a bad attitude.
But you like Anakin's attitude?
No, I don't. I don't like Anakin.
Okay,
What?
good.
Who actually? When you give it any thought, no one likes Anakin. That's
if
not
they've
the
seen the
point.
Clone Wars TV series.
If you've seen Clone Wars, then I understand because he's awesome in Clone Wars.
Okay, I'm talking about the films.
Yes,
I
I know.
I don't have the free time to go watch the Clone
That's
Wars.
fair.
out.
That's fair.
Well,
If you
I
want
mean,
to,
maybe.
go on
I
to,
do, but you make
yeah.
time for what's important.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, no, I think Rey's a really good protagonist.
I think so too.
Like, I think she's great.
No, I definitely think she's like all the Star Wars. Actually, the only Star Wars protagonist so far, like main protagonist, that has been like solid. You can root for them the whole time is Luke.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Because Anakin's
Mark Hamill and
far
Leia-
from perfect.
Mark
and
Hamill and
Rey
Leia
is
Fisher
a
absolutely
little less
nailed
far from
this
perfect.
movie.
Yeah, I think this is their best.
Mark
this has
Hamill
been
was
the-
awesome.
Did you call her Leia Fisher?
I said Carrie Fisher.
No, her name
I
is
said
Leia.
Luke and Le- and then
Her
I said
name
Luke
is
and
Leia.
Oh,
Her
okay.
name is Leia Fisher.
I think this is the best performance I've ever seen from them as Luke and Leia. I think
As-
this is.
In
Well,
general.
they're older. They're much more experienced.
No, but seriously, even going
Yeah.
back and watching all the movies, I think this is Carrie Fisher's best performance as Leia.
Well, yeah, it's not like
And
Star Wars
same,
is.
same with Luke.
It's not like Star Wars is ever been known for good acting.
I
They're
know,
now.
I'm just
yeah.
saying. I think this
Yeah.
is the best job they've ever done.
Okay.
They totally
Except
went
for
for it.
Qui-Gon.
He's not a
Chris,
movie.
okay. Crazy Chris says,
Yeah.
I have a friend who hates her for the fact that she picked up a lightsaber and then beat Kylo Ren in their first fight against each other despite his years of training. There's a reason for that. He was
Oh my
shot
gosh.
by a crossbow
Oh my
bolt, which
gosh.
we have seen
Okay.
blow people to pieces,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then he was stabbed in the shoulder by Finn.
Also, let me just make this clear: Luke did not have hardly any training at all when he fought
No,
Darth Vader.
The
it's-
first time.
the first time.
It's the
The
Force.
second
you
time?
can't-
The second time? Oh, he
No,
didn't
I'm
training.
speaking of the first time though. The first time Luke fought Vader, he had no training. And then when people say, "Oh, Rey had no training," like neither did Luke. Like,
Yeah, the Force is a plot device,
but
guys.
if you don't, but I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but like I just get irritated when I hear because I feel like you haven't watched the movie. But sorry if I'm being a jerk.
Also, Vader was
does-
much more composed than Kylo Ren.
It makes sense.
Yes,
Chris, it makes
Yes.
sense. It just feels forced. That's why people don't like
I
it.
don't think so though. I don't think it does. I think it's just I just think, and it's just a mistake that we all make. I think it's just that, like, we're just not fully, like, we don't remember the movie well enough. We'd have to see it again and be like, oh, wait, no, yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know
agree.
why.
Vader is much more composed than Kylo, which is what I love about Kylo, because he's
different from Vader.
Well, he literally does embody the dark side. He's like angry all the time. He, you know,
Kylo is my favorite character, by the way.
he's a great villain.
He did get a lot better in this one.
Yes.
First one, he was
He's
just
now
so
my favorite.
whiny.
He's a Skywalker. All the Skywalkers.
I kind of was just like, Ray.
Yeah, but, like-
some power converters.
I don't like sand. It's rough and it gets everywhere.
Why does he yell traitor at Finn? I don't get that.
I'm like-
Finn was a stormtrooper.
I'm like, if irony was strawberries,
Remember
that
the
man would be
beginning
drinking
of the
smoothies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me and him. Yeah, that's right.
I love how he's the one that accuses everybody, because he uses that word several times. I'm like, but you're the one that's the traitor.
It's like, you're a traitor too. You betrayed your uncle.
To be fair, I feel like when they explain how like Luke stood over him with a lightsaber, whether Luke changed his mind back or not,
Yeah.
which Luke does say, Luke says it's his fault. Actually, Luke is like, I had a moment of weakness. I realized I was a fool. That this is a boy. He didn't sheath his lightsaber in time. Seriously, if he had that realization like 3 seconds earlier and just left.
No, yeah.
Then we would not have episode 7, 8, and 9.
If my uncle was hovering over me with a drawn weapon, like I would freak out too.
Yeah, you'd be like,
especially
Uncle, what's going on?
because he says that Kylo Ren was unbalanced.
No, yeah, he said that like he could feel that like the darkness had already taken over him, and that he wasn't Ben Solo anymore by that point.
But then he was like, wait, but he is Ben Solo. So it's like, yeah.
But no, also this is the first Star Wars movie with flashbacks.
Yep.
And they
That's
used
true.
it great. They
That
did
was
a great
good.
job.
All right.
I loved it.
I want to talk about the moment in the movie that I love most and somehow also hated most.
Yes.
Luke's finale.
Dude, that was amazing.
When he shows up,
Yeah.
okay, when he shows up and like he's just but then like they blast him with the lasers and he's still standing there, and then they fight and it's freaking sick. And though they don't really fight though because they don't really touch, do they?
No, there's no lightsaber duel in this movie when you think about it.
It was a duel, they just never made contact.
Well, it's
Still doesn't
an
count- It
illusion.
doesn't count as a lightsaber duel.
And then it turns
Yes,
out
it does.
No,
turns
it
out
doesn't.
Shut up!
It doesn't.
Shut
It
up!
doesn't count.
it turns out it's not really him,
Yeah.
and then he dies. I loved it because
loved
it was
it.
like so cool, and then it's not really Luke. And now here's my issue: if it had not really been Luke, and Luke was like, "Ah, ha, ha, gotcha, we'll meet."
That is what he did.
Hey,
That is what he did.
no, it isn't.
Yeah,
Because
it
he's
is.
like, "We'll meet soon." Then it would have been cool.
That's actually exactly what he did.
He verbatim said, "See you around, kid."
Yeah.
But he died.
Force Ghost!
No, that
Die!
He's not really dead.
I know
He'll come
that
back
he's.
as a
I know
Force
he's
Ghost,
gonna
so
come back
he's
as a Force
dead.
Ghost, but it's kind of lame though, because it feels like if he had, because then why be a Phantom? Why not just show up and let him kill him? And then
Because
he'd
the
still
Millennium
become a Force
Falcon
Ghost.
had left and his X-Wing was in the water.
I know. I'm saying I don't know how he would have got there, but if they had made it happen, that would have been way cooler if Kylo had actually killed him.
No, that would not.
No, because then
No.
they would have too many complaints. They would have some of the complaints. They already had enough complaints
It
to
would be
deal
too
with.
similar to Vader killing Ben Kenobi.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. It would have been awesome. Wasn't it awesome when Vader kills Ben Kenobi?
No.
Oh, okay. Here's something I want to talk about.
I mean, yes, it was, but
So I know I've talked to you about this, but
Yeah.
did either of you notice the echo from that there were 2 echoes from episode 3, and then there was 1 echo from episode 5 in this movie? Do you know what they were?
what was from episode 5? Was it the ATM M16s like going on the? What was it?
I thought I talked to you about this.
I don't remember. Man,
Okay.
It's been a while.
All right. So from episode 3, they made a reference to Darth Sidious,
Yes,
which I
they
thought
did.
was nice.
They
I was
did,
like,
yeah.
yes, acknowledge the prequels. They
Yes,
happen.
they did.
Suck it, everybody. They actually happen.
They did. Whether you love them or not, they happens.
They're not going anywhere. The other
I
one,
love them. They were amazing.
Piles of garbage.
Like they're not the greatest movies ever, but
No.
they are great.
Okay.
Anyway,
So the other echo, which happens in episode 3 and episode 5, is the Force bridge between Kylo Ren and Rey.
oh yeah, you're right.
Episode 5. First time we see this, Vader talks to Luke. And we see this, and Luke is able to answer back.
Yeah, at the end when he's all son and Luke's all father.
They don't see each other. They don't. It doesn't establish whether or not they see each other. It's kind of implied that they don't, but they can just hear
It's
each
like
other.
telepathic, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was in episode 3 as well.
Yeah.
Do you know where it was?
Was it when Anakin and Padme are like looking across each other from? Well, was that really telepathic?
Yes.
Was it?
If you read the novel, it absolutely was.
Is that novel canon though?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
People
I
agree
don't
with
know.
me. Yeah.
Because
Thank you,
I like
Chris.
that.
the importance
I
of
like
that,
that,
the importance of that scene is that he was reaching out to the one person that he loved and trusted the most through the Force.
No
Okay,
one
you
lost
know, I love
limbs
that
in
scene
this
even
film.
better now.
No one lost a hand.
Who gives a crap?
Disappointment.
It was
Disappointed.
This makes me angry whenever I hear fans be like, oh, they didn't get a hand cut off. And like, who says they had to? He's like, well, they did in episode 2 and episode 5. Like, yeah.
No one said they had
who
to. It's just been
cares?
cool.
Yeah, it's
And
just
then how it
hilarious.
should have ended when they're doing the Force tug on the lightsaber. Rey turns it on and cuts off his hand. He's like, why'd you do that?
Dang it! Why couldn't Poe have at least lost the hand
what I
or
was gonna
something?
say
I don't
about,
know. It would be
Luke's
cool.
Ghost, though, because one thing they showed us they gave us some new info about ghosts. Ghosts can actually physically interact with things. With Yoda destroying.
I love Yoda.
Yoda's
cameo was amazing.
Yoda's appearance was
It was
one of the best.
I think
things in the movie.
I think that was the part of the movie that got everything right.
It was
Everything about that scene was awesome.
Because it was like, no one fan theorized that it was going to happen. They gave no hint of it in the trailer.
We didn't know they could call down lightning from the sky.
But he physically touched Luke and interacted, so we know that.
Yeah, he
ghosts
whacked
can
him
now-
with his staff.
Yeah.
Which means because
Did you notice he had color? He had a blue outline, but he was mostly colored.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, well, and so did Ben Kenobi when he talks to Luke when they're sitting down. In
His
Return of the
best,
Jedi.
his best line was,
I think they're getting better.
Page turners, they are not.
I think they're getting better
Yeah.
at it.
Well,
Is what
yeah,
I think it might be implying that the Jedi are getting better at Force ghosting.
Yeah. Well, and here's what I took.
Because in the Jedi world, you never really die. Your soul becomes part of the Force, which you're already part of the Force.
Yeah.
You just don't have your body anymore.
I went with the Force, and the Force is with me.
What the Jedi do when they die and become Force ghosts is they retain their individuality.
Donnie Yen is
From
awesome.
within the Force.
Well, I was gonna say though.
Johnny Yen!
What I love about that though, when Yoda's talking to Luke about how he talks about how good of a teacher failure is. There's also I forgot the line he said, but there's a line where he basically implies to Luke we're not done with Rey yet, which makes me think Luke's probably going to be in Episode 9.
Especially I think there was already in the works that he would be in Episode 9, but I think especially now that Carrie Fisher has passed away, he's gonna have to.
He's gonna have to.
I feel like a lot of the lines that they would have written for Carrie Fisher are now going to be taken by him, probably.
Here's what we don't know what they're gonna do with her in Episode.
Yeah,
So let's talk about what we're expecting from Episode 9 here.
Just CGI her the whole film.
No, please God, no.
They're not going to because Star Wars film. I think it's so ironic how Star Wars fans hate CGI when it's a freaking sci-fi.
Okay,
It's a fantasy.
Star
You're
Wars-
making a lot of
But it's a
assumptions
fantasy
there,
film.
my friend. I don't hate the prequels because they're filled with CGI. There's a lot of some of the best CGI I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't see why
What
CGI is
what I
bad.
don't like is I find it creepy the fact that she's just been dead for 3 years and they're going to recreate her with CGI.
No, I don't think they're gonna do.
creepy.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
They
That
are.
was a joke.
Lucasfilm
Yeah.
said they're not going to.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be creepy. I just think it would be impractical for the most
It
part.
would be both. It would be creepy, and I would just feel weird. But
I
anyway,
don't know.
yeah,
Moff
let's talk-
Tarkin.
I didn't like it.
Oh, they did such a good job.
Tarkin was.
It
dude,
was
that was
good
like,
CG, but I
And,
would.
and Rogue One is a great film. It's possibly
It
the
is.
best Star Wars film.
It is. It's a great
really
film,
like that
but
one.
no. See,
It's tied with Phantom Menace for me.
what I here's the thing. I would have preferred.
Are you
yeah,
trying
good,
to make somebody's
whatever,
head
I don't care.
explode out on the internet?
Chris just
Yeah.
snapped inside.
Well, I'm trying to stick to something.
Go ahead.
I think that they should have, especially after seeing. Have you guys seen Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman yet, where he plays Winston Churchill?
I need to see that.
All of that is.
my mom said that was really good.
all that's prosthetics. Okay, that just shows you how far along we come in prosthetics.
Oh, yeah, no,
the
prosthetics
actor
are amazing.
who plays Tarkin in Rogue One didn't look exactly like Peter Cushing, but he looked really similar. If they would have just done some prosthetics, it would have looked way more realistic. I feel, but if you disagree, that's fine.
I feel like he looked a little video game.
I've showed it to
Just a
two
little.
separate people, and they didn't know that it was CGI until I told them.
and that's a good point too. That is,
Yeah, if you know, I knew that it was going into it,
Yeah.
so you could tell.
I
It's kind
thought
of
when I
There's
saw
moments when he
so when I
moves
saw
his
that
lips.
film,
it's
Yeah.
really the lips. It's the mouth. It's hard
when
to
I saw
do.
the film, I actually thought they were just gonna have him facing away the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But then when he actually turned around,
would've been cool. They
Tarkin
could've-
was like one of the first bad guys that I was like ever creeped out by. For whatever reason, like
I never realized that he was important.
When I was little, I was like, "That's a bad guy."
No,
I thought bad guy. I thought Tarkin.
When I was a
kid, to see him turn around to the big screen and see his face again, I was like, "Oh my god!"
When I was a kid watching Star Wars, I didn't really get it that Moff Tarkin was important. I just kind of thought he was like any old Imperial Guard. They just kept using him over because I was like, Darth Vader's the bad guy, and then I know the Emperor is like the bad guy. So I was just like, oh, Moff Tarkin's just like an Imperial officer. He's like just a little more important than the others. I never like everyone remembers him as like if you just think of like when you were if you were alive when that happened with just Star Wars. It was just that movie. It was just called Star Wars. He was like the bad guy of the film.
Yeah.
And Vader was also like he was like the other bad guy. But
Yeah.
Moff Tarkin was like a big deal. But if you look in the context of the whole series, Moff Tarkin's kind of insignificant. Like he's not because he's got a lot of power.
No, he's not.
But just in that movie, like I don't know. For me,
If you
it's
watch
just,
the Clone Wars,
he's
if
cool.
you watch the Clone Wars, him and Anakin were actually friends.
Yeah. He's actually one of the few Imperials
See,
who
again,
figured out that
Clone Wars. I don't,
Anakin Skywalker became.
I don't watch the
like in
Clone
the
Wars,
Tarkin-
guys.
No, I'm just lending some context to this,
Yeah.
but like he was friends with Anakin Skywalker,
Yeah.
and later on he figured out that Darth Vader was Anakin.
But he didn't say anything about it. No, he just kind of kept. He's all, yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy's Anakin, but I'm not going to say anything about it.
Because he liked his windpipe where it was.
But no, I was gonna say one funny thing is that when they were filming episode 4, Peter Cushing absolutely hated wearing the boots. So there's like 2 scenes where he wears it, and then the rest of the movie they filmed him from the waist up because he didn't want to wear the boots, so he just wore like fuzzy slippers to set.
I've heard that before. That's funny.
But yeah, for episode 9, I mean,
Peter Cushing was another Star
Oh my gosh, crazy Chris.
Peter Cushing wasn't just in Star Wars,
You gotta
right?
hear
he's
this
been
one.
so much.
Yeah, I was
gotta
gonna say he looks like he's been around.
You hear this one.
Is he Lawrence of
For
Arabia?
all of Tarkin's flaws, he did reduce the unemployment to 0 on Alderaan.
Oh.
Hey!
Too soon.
Hey!
Too soon. It's been like 40 years.
I know, I was gonna say that too.
Okay,
Alderaan
so real
was
quick, back to
destroyed a
episode
long
9.
time
What are our
ago.
expectations?
So we
then?
know J.J. Abrams is
I
directing
have
that.
none.
Which I'm
That's
very
how I
glad.
enjoy
Me
the
too,
films.
Me too. I honestly, I was expecting them to get back Ryan Johnson, but I thought, well, let's think about this. If they were going to do that, it would be like, all right, cool, you get 2 weeks break, and now you go right back to episode 9. And he kind of implied, like, I want a break. Because he's
But
developing.
he's going to be developing his own trilogy.
Yeah, and we don't know when that's going to happen, but he's developing it, so he still has
As long
free
as
time.
whoever who directed 8 again? I can't remember.
Ryan
Johnson.
Johnson.
Okay, can he just not ever direct another Star Wars film?
Shut your mouth.
He was so bad.
He's a great
It
director.
was
Too bad he's directing his own original trilogy.
It's terrible. He was so bad.
Shut up. You don't know what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
god! It was filled with so much. It was filled with so much social justice warrior crap. I want to cry.
Shut up. Anyway, but yeah, we know J.J. Abrams is
Okay,
directing
Chris,
the movie.
if you
Josh,
turn-
we're, no,
Josh?
no,
If you turn into a social justice warrior, you're not allowed on the podcast anymore.
I'm not. Okay, we're not even talking about that. I don't even want to get into that. Because I want to talk
Shut
about
up,
Star
let him talk.
Wars. So we know J.J. Abrams is directing it.
Good, thank God. Oh my god, he's amazing. I
He's
love him.
co-writing it with Chris Terrio, who did the movie Argo with Ben Affleck, and he also did Batman vs Superman and Justice League, which were okay.
In its
So-
entirety, the extended versions make much. Sorry, the extended versions make much more sense. Just,
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's JJ. I mean, we all know JJ's a huge Star Wars fan, and it's interesting
I
because
trust him.
he's in a position he's never been in before because he's always started a franchise. He's never concluded one before, so he's.
What didn't he do? Episode 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He started and yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like when he did episode 7, and then he rebooted Star Trek, and like with Lost, he was in the beginning of Lost as a producer and a writer, but he's never concluded any like series that he's been a part of. He's never worked on the finishing parts, and now he is. So that'll be interesting.
Isn't Star Trek done? Are they making more
No,
movies?
No, what you're not listening. So like he's never been a writer or a director on on a final movie or a final episode of a long franchise that he started.
Oh, long.
That's because he was involved in Star Trek Beyond, but he was a producer.
Which kind of brings us to something else. In episode 9, we know that this is going to be the conclusion of the Skywalker.
Thank God.
Of the Skywalker line.
Yeah, just let it
The
go.
galaxy's had enough drama with the Skywalkers.
The Skywalkers
Family.
are okay.
Just let them go to the Tachi station and pick up their power
Yes.
converters already.
No, yeah, a good analogy I have is this one critic who I watched, because some fans were telling him that Star Wars is about the Skywalkers, and he was saying, let me use an example, so let's look at American history. Is American history about the Kennedys? No. There was one period in time that focused on the Kennedys, and then it was about another family, and another family, because the American history is bigger than just the Kennedys. And that's what Star Wars is like. It's bigger than just the Skywalkers. I mean, look at the Old Republic. It's about Revan. We knew nothing about Revan. He's awesome. I mean, the prequels, Anakin. Yeah, he's a Skywalker, but there are other characters we knew
Can we
nothing
please
about.
do something about Revan? I just...
Okay,
Dude,
here's
I
something.
hope so.
Okay,
I
here's
hope
something.
so.
So, if Ryan Johnson doesn't do it, There's another Star Wars trilogy that's in the
Oh,
making.
Chris disagrees with you guys about Anakin and Tarkin being friends.
Irrelevant at this point.
Yes.
I have mixed feelings about this, but the story writers for Game of Thrones, the TV series on HBO, are going to be doing their own Star Wars trilogy.
Yes.
Seeing as they do medieval type stuff, and Star Wars: The Old Republic is more of a fantasy line, less of the sci-fi stuff. It expands a lot on the mysteries of the Force.
Thank God.
I think we are
I
very
just care about the
possibly
Force.
looking
I don't
at.
care about the Galactic War.
I think we're very possibly looking at an Old Republic movie set.
They already said they're not going to do it.
No, Ryan Johnson said he's not doing that with his films.
Oh,
The Game of Thrones.
never mind.
Here's something else.
The Game of Thrones is doing their own.
Disney is probably going to revoke gaming rights from EA.
Thank God.
Thank God.
EA is evil. Sorry.
EA-vil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate EA. They're smartest decision Lucasfilm's made recently.
They haven't done it yet.
I know.
They've just, basically their CEO got a major slap on the wrist because they're like, why are you producing games that people hate?
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
EA just cares about this and nothing else. Lucasfilm
To be
cares
fair,
about this
the Old
and
Republic
making good content.
To be fair, the Old Republic game is still doing well. People still like that.
But that's mostly because of BioWare, not EA.
That's true. That's true.
Can they make a better RPG though? Like Old Republic's okay. I just feel like it could be better. I feel like it's kind of limited.
They had plans to do like a smuggler video game for the makers of Uncharted, but I don't know if that's still happening.
Okay, so just like just a standalone video game.
Yeah.
Where you play
And
as.
then there was that Star Wars 1313 that got canceled, which was going to be about bounty hunters. It was going to be the first M-rated Star Wars video game, but it was before Disney acquired Lucasfilm.
Wow. Disney doesn't like M-rated or R-rated or anything.
No,
like
they don't. Well,
They're-
actually, you know what? That's actually not true, because the CEO of Disney said that once they get the rights back to Deadpool and Fantastic Four and X-Men,
They're still gonna do. Yeah,
they're going
I
to keep
don't- I
Deadpool
don't-
rated R, which I'm like, that's interesting.
awesome.
It's a pre-existing franchise. That's their.
No, they're going to reboot all of them.
They're gonna reboot Deadpool.
Well, okay, so here,
You can't really reboot Deadpool because then they'll just reference
That's
the
what
old one.
that's what I was just about to say. So
like that already happened, guys. Stop.
he said they're gonna do is bring the X-Men and Fantastic Four into this cinematic. So with them, you know they're gonna reboot because all the
Who's
actors are
Dave-
gonna do old.
who's
New
Dave
Fantastic
Filoni?
Four.
Who's
Then
Dave
Fantastic
He's
Four
the
is bad.
showrunner for Clone Wars and Rebels.
Okay.
Yeah, he
So-
always wears like that cowboy.
Oh,
hat.
okay.
Yeah, he was like an
Apparently,
He's
he
in all the
worships
shops
the
and parts
time
of the
era of
Caribbean.
the Old Republic.
Yeah.
So
Dave Filoni loves the Old Republic. He's made so many references in Clone Wars and Rebels so many times.
Nice.
But no, yeah, back to episode 9. My biggest question is, what are they going to do with Leia?
Yeah.
I really want to know what they're.
They're gonna kill her off in the first scene.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
They're gonna
they
do
don't.
it like
I
in
hope
G.I.
they
Joe
don't
where
do
they
that.
kill Channing Tatum.
No,
I really
Chris and
I
I were
love
actually
Channing Tatum.
Chris and I were actually talking about this. We think
Yeah.
that this time it's more likely that so usually in Star Wars films, this is the first time we've ever had like a direct sequel. Like it happens right after the last movie.
Yeah.
Usually there's at least a few years in between it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
So
you
if
pitch
they do-
after you do this?
Wait, how does episode 5? He gets the
Episode 5 happens
And
3
then-
years after
Okay,
episode 4.
6.
Episode
no.
6 takes place a year after episode 5.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, because they started
Okay.
Jabba's Palace.
So
Great movie.
Yes,
Episode 6.
it is.
Episode 6 is
The original, not the special edition. It's garbage. Anyway.
questions will be starting in
They're
just a
the
couple
same
minutes, dude.
film,
We're gonna
dude.
Aaron, we'll start the questions in just a couple minutes. Hold on to them. We're almost done with our topic for the night.
Han shot second. I'm kidding. He shot first.
We're probably gonna make fun of that. In the
Kylo
sequel movie.
stabbed first.
I love, dude. Ben Shapiro. He was like, he's like Han Solo has the greatest entrance of any Star
He
Wars
does, yeah,
character.
I agree with
He
him,
just
yeah.
shows up and shoots some guy because he doesn't like him.
I agree.
I like that.
Yeah, after you say it, can I give my pitch?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So, well, you and I were actually kind of talking about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, like, what if they do, like, 5 years down the road and... Because, like, right now the Rebels consist of, like, 30 people. Literally all of them can fit onto the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
That is not a resistance.
Yeah, because the Republic's done. Like,
The Republic
they are
is-
the Republic.
They are the, they are the
Yeah.
Republic at this point. So this would give them a chance to not only kill off Leia on the in-between without actually needing to show Carrie Fisher or a substitute for her.
Yeah, just
We would
reference
also
it.
be able to see... This would give a good entrance for the Knights of Ren because Rey would have time to round up those Force-sensitive kids and start her own generation of Jedi.
Oh, gross. Don't have Ray train people.
She's literally the only one that can do it at this
She's
point.
going to.
I know. They can have.
Well, you know she brought. You know she
They'd
brought
have
the
Luke
books.
train
Yeah,
her.
no, I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch
I
it.
didn't catch that.
She has the Jedi books with her.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no!
And then we talked about it.
Oh
in the
no!
car.
No! Don't! No! Can the Jedi need to die? Force-sensitive people that use the light side of the Force don't need.
The
to
Jedi
go
aren't
in.
gonna die.
Jedi need to die. They're so bad.
Luke said it. He said, "I'm not the last Jedi."
I agree with Yoda
Here's
though.
what I
Like
think's
the
gonna happen
Jedi are
with Rey,
stupid.
though. I think Rey is going to make changes to the Jedi.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
them, like learn from the
Like,
mistakes.
do you remember that?
She's gonna make them progressive and
do you
forward
remember
thinking.
that? Do you remember that Last of the Jedi series about Ferris Olin, Anakin's rival? From,
Oh, that's
that
so
was
good.
a great book series.
I think that's
In
the
that
epitome
book-
of everything I love about Star Wars.
Okay, in that book series, Obi-Wan himself said maybe if the Jedi were ever to return, we should change some of the rules about attachments.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what started the whole. Like Vader would never have existed if they didn't have to be celibate.
Well, it's
monks.
interesting. Okay, so let's say for a moment that the Old Republic is canon, just for argument's sake.
Well, no, the Old Republic era
The
is
Old Republic
canon.
is canon.
Let's say the video game that
Yeah,
I
the video
like.
games aren't
Okay.
canon.
No, they're not. Let's say for a moment that
Oh,
they
I thought
are, or at
Disney
least
said
the
he
rules.
was- oh.
Let's say for a moment that at least the rules within them are canon.
Okay.
According to the Jedi, at that time, they were allowed to get married simply for the process of procreation.
Lol. Because
So-
that's totally how that works.
Yeah, of course not, which is why eventually they got rid of the rule. But if we take that into account, it has happened in Jedi history before.
Yeah, Jedi children.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, what I was gonna say is like what I think they should do with Episode 9 is like you were saying, have it take place at least like 5 years at the most. I would say 5 years later, and begin the in the opening crawl. Say that General Leia has passed away. Now Poe is the leader of the Resistance, and the movie begins with Poe with Leia's funeral and Poe's giving
Chris
farewell.
says that it is canon. The video.
Well,
Certain
No,
parts
they're-
of it are
they're not.
canon.
Oh, okay.
Like as in entirety, they're
Like
not.
Darth Bane
Oh,
is
maybe
canon.
he just means the
Darth
Old
Bane is
Republic.
canon. The
Yeah.
He just said
Mandalorian...
it is.
Yeah, the era itself is canon.
The
yes.
era itself is canon, so like the Mandalorian Wars and Darth
They are
Bane,
canon.
they're canon.
Yes, Darth Revan is not canon yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Because he will be if Star Wars knows what's good for
He
it.
almost was in Clone Wars. He almost was.
I thought I saw something on Reddit about how because of this and this Revan has to be canon.
I'll explain that to you later.
Okay.
But anyway, so because I know what you're talking about.
Questions, you know.
Well,
Almost
Yeah,
there,
we're
almost there.
Anyway, so yeah, Poe
Okay.
is leader of the Resistance. They begin the movie with the funeral for Leia, and he's reading like her will, and then what you could do also is cut back and forth between him and Kylo Ren having a memorial for Snoke's death and like them celebrating the new Supreme Leader. And in the movie,
Kylo Ren's just like, yeah.
Yeah. And in the movie, have moments where Kylo Ren and Luke's ghost have flashbacks of when Ben Solo was a kid, and have Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford play Luke and Han with CG to de-age them, and have a younger
Or
actress.
Okay.
And have a
Am I the only one that unironically
Well,
ships
hold on.
Ren and Ren?
Yes,
Kylo Ren and
I'm with
okay,
you.
cool.
Yes.
Okay.
No!
See, okay,
I
good,
do,
good.
but I don't.
No!
If that
Yeah,
makes
here's the thing.
sense.
I'm okay with the CG for
They can
Mark
still be
Hamill.
enemies.
I'm okay with the CG for Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford.
Yeah, no,
because
I
it's
hated
actually
you
them,
for
and you
the
can actually
longest
de-age them
time.
and make them look like
Just
themselves.
Okay,
So
fair
anyway,
enough.
and then have a younger actress play a younger Leia in the flashback, so Leia still has a strong presence in the movie.
They need to be careful with the flashbacks thing, though.
Still, I know, but it's not on
Because that is not a staple of Star
I
Wars.
would
It is
like
a new
to-
element. They need to be careful.
I
with.
just
Yes,
want to
know,
see
but
more.
Still, you could see them doing that pretty well. I mean, because if it's a younger Leia, it's like the young Han Solo movie. You're casting a younger actor to play a younger Han Solo because it's him when he's younger. You can't have Harrison Ford.
But
play him.
Harrison Ford was already young when he played Han Solo.
But
That's
this is a
kind of point.
younger Han Solo though.
Han Solo was like 20 something.
He was 29.
His character is younger than he was though.
What? No, he was.
Han
he
Solo
was
was like 25. At the
He was
most.
29 in Episode 4. He was.
The character.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Han Solo movie, he's like 19.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what I would like to see
Oh,
in
okay.
Episode 9.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
I thought that the actor in the trailer, the trailer is nothing to go off of.
Yeah,
For
we
starters.
have no idea. You can't judge
The
him
like
off of that.
the three lines that he said everything exactly how Harrison Ford would have said it.
Well, I say more
That's
like how
anything to
Han
go-
Solo should. Or at least that's how I feel. I don't
Like
know.
what?
I feel like he said them like how Han Solo should have. But if you feel like he said them how Harrison Ford would have, then.
Well,
Harrison Ford is Han Solo.
the same.
But no.
No.
I don't mean Harrison Ford in general. I mean how Harrison Ford portrayed that character.
Okay. I disagree a little bit, but that's fine. That's
Like
fine.
I don't know, just like the.
Well, because one thing that gave me hope
All
is
right.
I just rewatched The Last Crusade recently, in the beginning with River Phoenix, and I like played back the Han Solo trailer. They sound exactly like River Phoenix and the new actor. They sound exactly the same.
River Phoenix. What?
River Phoenix played the young Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. What else did River Phoenix do? Drugs?
Not cool.
Did he do any other movies?
We'll start taking
Yes,
questions
he did.
now.
Okay.
We'll start
Wait, did
taking
he do
questions
drugs?
now.
I don't know.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, okay, that was a total. That was just
Yeah.
a joke. That was a guess.
Yeah,
That's even funnier.
He died of an overdose. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
In
Oh,
his brother's arms too.
that makes it okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That I was gonna say that makes it better, but then you said in his brother's arms, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, that was it. That was
That
the
hits,
story.
that hits a
Yeah.
little too close to home.
Stop.
No, my grandma died in my uncle's arms.
Aw.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
After he sang her favorite song.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's very
That's
nice.
that's how Rebecca's great grandmother passed away. They were singing some of her favorite hymns in Spanish, and I finished the last one, and they realized that she had passed away.
I know, like the second like he finished, she and to
Just
like
fin-
he was her favorite of her kids. So
Same.
Let's see.
All right, we're gonna go to questions then.
Yep.
Okay. Questions time. Send in your questions, Aaron. I know you've been wanting to ask the questions.
A lot of the questions.
He asked you a question earlier. Do you remember what it was? Something about writing styles, tips.
There was something about writing styles earlier, but I didn't.
Let's see.
You should.
I don't think it was very
What is your
specific.
plan for another SAO fan fiction if you plan on making more?
Haven't you kind of like beaten SAO into the ground at this point?
Shattered Fragment is going to be the final SAO.
Yeah, I was like, dude, don't
I think
do
we have
any more, man.
so-
yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
back, I'll be right back.
Even,
Okay.
I mean,
I actually have gotten
Yeah.
some good work done on that. I actually have gotten some good work done on that chapter.
Legacy
I'm-
of Core is on hold, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get motivated on that one.
I don't,
Oh no.
and we don't live together anymore, so
It's a little harder.
it's yeah.
Yeah. Shattered Fragment might come out sometime within the next couple weeks, hopefully. Provided I don't get us another stupid writer's block.
Wait, is the final chapter? You doing the final
No,
chapter?
not final chapter.
How many chapters do you have to go on this one?
I don't know.
I'm asking the questions for the. I'm
I
sure
haven't
the audience
finalized
wants
how
to
many
know.
chapters it's going
I
to
don't read it. I just
So
I could assume if I was
I'm on the 7th chapter, and they're just now meeting the Moonlit Black Cats.
So okay. So what is the current one you're doing? Like, what's the
So you're-
premise?
So you remember the scene where Kirito's being treated to them to dinner in the bar?
I know what you're talking about. I said, what is the premise of this SAO? It's a crossover with what?
It's not a crossover so far.
Oh, it's just a rewrite of what?
It's just a rewrite of the series.
Oh, is it
Have it
involving
crossover
Mataris or
to
It
just?
involves Mataris.
Okay.
It involves
He can't write anything without self-inserting.
Not true. No. My Star Wars.
Not even his own novel.
Hey, my Star Wars fairy tale fanfic has nothing to do with Mataris. Light Rosh is the main character.
Do an SAO Matrix crossover.
Light Rosh is basically a self-insert of how he wishes he was.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true at all. I just,
He just has to.
Yeah, he just has
What
to.
other questions are there?
I'm just being.
They haven't asked any yet. No. Okay, so
How do you
Shadowfrog-
brush your teeth? Do you do it up and down or
In
circles?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's efficient.
Do you brush them front to back or
Stop.
circles or side like?
This is getting oddly personal.
What's your favorite color of underwear, Jessa? Mine's red.
Black.
Black. Linda?
Gray.
Gray.
As long as it's comfy, I don't care.
I get you. Chris is like, I'm a plaid guy. Yeah. Jonathan?
Yes.
Orange. Got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, yeah.
What?
Jonathan, what are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing. I'm sleeping.
You lie.
What?
He doesn't. Hey, he doesn't want to talk about it.
He doesn't want to talk about it?
No.
Well, oh, are you too stressed about it, Jonathan?
We'll talk about that later.
Respect his wishes.
Respect to privacy, dude.
Respect. Okay.
You done? I guess we're not getting any questions. I
Right.
thought Aaron was so eager.
Well, you know what? Why don't we ask each other questions?
Okay.
Oh, what would the next after the Solo and the Kenobi movie? What spin-off film would you like to see?
Kenobi with Ian McGregor. I think that this is either.
It's gonna be good, man.
I think this could dethrone Phantom Menace and Rogue One as possibly my favorite because I love Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan.
Ewan McGregor. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure he says Ian.
No, it's Ewan. It's
Are you-
pronounced Ewan McGregor.
Who is
EWAN.
Crazy Chris wants to know who's heard of First Robotics.
But yeah, I'm excited for it too. Wait, what?
Crazy Chris wants to know who has heard of First Robotics. I have no idea what
No
that
one.
is.
I know, I'm sorry.
No one has heard of it, Chris. You're a hipster. You're a dirty, dirty hipster.
Did you know hipster is actually a type of underwear for females?
Of course they do.
Of course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Of course they are.
But yeah, dude, the Kenobi movie, I'm excited. And
Who's going to be the villain for that?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's dead.
He's dead by that
Yeah.
point.
He dead.
Well, no, because in Rebels they already had
Killed him.
him confront Obi-Wan, and it was awesome.
He tried to kill him the same way he did Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan was just like, no.
He's like, I'm not falling for that again.
I wonder if the movie would. What could the movie even possibly be about, though?
Have you read the book about him on Tatooine while he's watching Luke?
So is he gonna fight people on Tatooine? Some
Yeah,
of the
he'll
Hutts?
probably fight bounty hunters and Tusken Raiders.
Cool.
Yeah.
He just sees something that's
It'll
wrong.
be like a
So it'll be less galactic.
Just think of like a Logan Western on Tatooine.
Well,
Dude,
look
if
up
they
First
did a
Robotics after
western,
the podcast.
like if they did like a because I know Star Wars is already or a New Hope is already kind of a western.
Yeah.
Like, but if they did like a Logan, Sean, Shane. That's what I'm
Shane,
thinking.
yeah.
If they did like a Logan Shane
That's what they
type
should do with
thing.
Kenobi, man.
Yeah, because he is an old man.
Yeah.
He's old man
Well,
Kenobi.
This is before he's been. This is like when he's in between Obi-Wan and
He's
Ben.
not quite old Ben, but I think
Yeah.
it would be cool if like they like explained his transition to Ben. Where
No,
he's
dude,
just
read the Kenobi book. It's not canon anymore, but it's great.
Okay.
It's great.
I think I
got a
almost
question.
did at some point, but
It's really
Let's
good.
see. This was directed at me. What is going to happen next in Shattered Fragment? How will Sugo deal when he learns what happened to Asuna?
gotta read it.
What? Read it.
Okay, so the next couple
No,
of...
tell me.
Okay, so in the anime, one of the things I was disappointed with was that Kirito spends, I think it's at least 3 months with the Black Cats, and it's all skipped in like one episode. I want to expand on that. I want to do at least a couple of chapters of them actually doing things with the Black Cats as a group.
I work so hard.
And then, as for Sugo, that is not going to come into play for a long, long while. That's not going to come into play until like floor 78, I think. So that is something you're going to have to wait to see for a while. Let's see. What?
Bring in one of two Jedi
Tusken Raiders? Why?
A shard het.
Interesting. A Jedi Tusken Raider. Is that possible?
Spoilers?
I think
Yes.
They're not. No,
It's possible.
they don't have decreased brain function. Their culture sucks. It's like India, or
In the
or like
original-
no, seriously. I mean, it's like India, or like there's really brilliant people from
Yeah, that's
India,
true, yeah.
but in general, their people act really stupid and they poop in the streets and they gang rape people. Not because their brains are deficient,
Yeah.
but because their culture has just made them.
What kind of advice for writing stories?
The Tusken Raiders are like that. There are Jedi Tusken Raiders.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
in the original comics,
Yeah.
which of course not canon anymore, but
Who
they
cares?
kinda,
Honestly, who cares?
Anakin was
Canon.
forced to team up with a Jedi Tusken Raider.
Oh, interesting. There was also a Hutt Jedi in the original canon, too.
Aaron, my
I don't know if
advice
you
for
knew that.
writing a story is to start. That's the best advice. Bullet points, plot parts.
Make a skeleton.
Make a skeleton. Make things that you want to happen, characters you want to exist.
YouTube a lot of stuff on like how
Hey,
to,
you could take
Yeah.
your own
Read
advice.
a lot of
Wow.
Yeah.
Read a lot of stuff.
Well, on YouTube too of like interviews from like writers and
I
stuff
hope
too.
him
But yeah,
write his
reading
book.
helps too. Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to copy anything from him, but I don't want to do a sci-fi.
No, I was gonna say about canon. Honestly, I'm kind of like
No.
I'm getting
So
to the
you
point
wanna
where I don't
write-
really consider the books canon.
If you wanted to
anymore.
write a short story about Othniel, I would feature it in my novel.
See, I've been considering writing. First off, I don't have the time currently. If I was going to write it, I would be skeletoning for years.
Dude, I skeletoned for 2 years before I even actually started writing.
Dude,
No, exactly. Similar to you. That's how you write a good story. You got a skeleton. Well, dude, J.R.R. Tolkien skeleton for like a decade.
Half of that was just writing a dictionary for Elvish.
And then also like other fictional societies and like that crumbled into the
Yeah.
J.R.R. Tolkien is the master of skeletoning, like to the point where there are books published from his non-work.
Mm-hmm.
Like his son just found his stuff and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this like test story that he wrote about this civilization that's like centuries in the past."
I'm
Let me
doing
just do
that with some cultures in my book. At this
Oh,
point.
just to make it more.
Just if nothing
there's
else to lend context for myself.
Well, and the 7 races and stuff like that. Denique to K. Paul much.
No, it's different than that.
Well, there's 7 races and didn't need to get. Well, there's 4.
There's 6. There's 6 races other than dragons in my novel now.
Well, the dragons are one. Dragons are sentient. They're people.
Yeah, but they don't have an evil correspondence unless you count the black dragons.
Well, they are their own correspondence.
I was gonna say, by the way, I'm honestly like at this point, I don't really care what's canon or not anymore. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but at the end of Last Jedi when like Rey and Poe meet each other, in the Force Awakens novel, which is supposedly canon, they actually meet for the first time. And in the movie, they just totally disregard that. So I'm like, okay, so honestly, the books really aren't canon anymore. They're just gonna disregard stuff like that. So yeah. So
that's funny.
Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book? Are we talking about like the original Jungle Book with Mowgli and all that?
Wait, what's the question?
I think so.
He's asking us if we've ever read that book. I've read the book.
No.
Yeah, I've read it.
I have not.
Let's see. He wants to know what about
I
character
read that when I was
development.
in like second grade.
He wants to know about character
I
development,
have it
themes,
somewhere.
and how it will progress as a tale. How it progresses as a tale is up to you. I can't really help you there. That's something that each writer needs to figure out on their own.
Again, YouTube stuff.
No, I'm not. I'm going to disagree with you there because how you progress a story really needs to be something you do on your own.
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of really good tutorials for stuff like that on YouTube by like writers and whoever.
Okay.
You just gotta
use
build
the internets.
build real people.
Yes.
That's really the only advice I can give you for creating characters like what Joseph
Like
and I
character
did
development.
with Joseph and I. Base the characters in Dragon Roar off of people we know as kind of a shortcut to getting real people. Like, well, what would Eric do in this situation? And Eric in the book, of course they're not exactly the same. They're slightly caricatured or exaggerated. Like, Eric isn't freaking Captain America in real life, although he kind of is.
Have you seen the man?
Have you seen the man? And Daniel is not an elf, but like he's pretty good looking individual. But
I don't have elves in my.
Really.
But by the way, I haven't actually told them what any of the species are yet.
Oh, that's right. Because
And just for the record, elves are not in my book series.
Yeah, they're not. They're not really elves. They're something else. But they're basically elves.
No,
you
not.
just make them real. Think, what would a person do? Like, if you need to liken them to a real person, you don't have to entirely take from one person.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Like,
Some of it has to be your own imagination. You can't actually
I'm
know.
talking about
what
like
people...
characters reacting. It's that like a lot of times
you need them to do certain things.
we yell at the characters because we're like, why would you do that? You're stupid. Stupid people exist.
Why would you do that? Plot devices. That's why.
I would also say too.
Or sometimes I've had stuff happen where it's just like stupid people exist, and I don't understand why they will do things, but they do it.
But they did. Yeah, that's just what they did in that moment. They
you need to have
this...
variety. You need to have characters that will clash with not only your characters but yourself.
You still need to know why your character, like if a character did something stupid that you're like, oh my god, that was so dumb. As the writer, you would think, like, if you were there, you'd be like, that was stupid. You still need to know why they did it. If you're just making characters do things because you need them to do that for the sake of the plot,
you need to give them a reason why
it will come across fake. You need to know for yourself why they would do that. And if you're thinking, oh, I need this character to do this, and then you're thinking of why would he do this, and you're having to stretch it to make it happen, then you need to go back to somewhere else and install another plot device or an event that would lead that character to feel that way about a certain thing or to take that action. You need to make the actions that happen real. So if the character's not already a person that would do that, whether it like makes perfect sense or not, you need to go back and make it that way then. There's always timelining. You can go back and rewrite it. It's not final until it's published.
And I'm going to echo the sentiments of Peter Jackson and J.R. Tolkien, which is basically like the best, like what Peter Jackson said was like the best form of filmmaking is making a film for yourself. And like that's what Tolkien did with his books. He basically wrote them for himself. Make something for yourself too. Like if something that you love, so like you would love to read.
Yeah, if you're like, oh man, I wish that'd be so cool if a character did this. Put it in there.
Yeah.
Figure out where it makes sense in the plot, and
or maybe or if you want something to happen, it doesn't necessarily have to be the main character that does it.
Yeah.
The other characters can have the spotlight too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't you seen Stranger Things? Ensemble cast.
Yeah. Or like Halo Reach or Rogue One ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, actually, ensemble cast, which you have an ensemble cast in Dragon Roar. I know Mataris.
Hey, Dark Vibes is here.
Hey, what's up, Dark Vibes? I know Mataris is clearly the lead, but
Yeah, no problem, Eric.
he does have Eric and Tybalt and
They're going to play much more prominent roles in this version as well.
So you're even going to take more of a step back from Mataris?
Not necessarily a step back from Mataris, but more allowing the other characters to step forward.
Yeah, because Mataris is an interesting character, but it's kind of difficult to empathize with the book if he's the main character, like vastly more important than the others, because he's crazy. You can't agree with everything he does or empathize with everything he does, because that's not the point of his character is that you can't empathize with everything he does. He's an anti-hero to the point, like, he has mental problems. He's crazy.
He's Deadpool. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Whereas the other characters,
He's a medieval Deadpool.
I think we like to
Dang.
mainly use Eric as our, like,
See, that's
protagonist.
something I noticed.
Yeah.
And Tybalt and Daniel especially will be getting more.
Yeah, you need to spread it out. Because you know, if you're just scapegoating all of the real emotions onto Eric, then Eric's just the main character.
I'm really looking forward to people's reactions to Mataris.
What's up?
To Mataris and Othniel's interactions, along with Paul, because they're going to be way, way funnier than they were.
And Othniel and Paul were interesting, but they were just that. They were like in Logan when they meet the Black family.
Mm-hmm.
They're in there for like 10 minutes and then they leave, and it's like, well, that family was cool.
And you feel like so bad for them because
well,
like if Logan
we
never
can get into that.
if Logan never met them, then like they probably they'd still be alive.
Yeah, well, but my point is that like
Spoilers,
Othniel and
you
Paul
haven't
are there, but they're like sideshow attractions. They're not.
See, there's still going to be a sideshow attraction, but they're going to cause certain things to happen that still affect the main.
They're actually
going to
be involved. They're not going to be a sideshow attraction. They're going to be in there briefly,
in the background.
But they're going to be involved. They're going to be a real part of the world, not just like, hey, look, world's largest pumpkin. Cool.
So like, you have some. So let's. If you're still here, you deserve to hear a little bit about what's going on in the rewrite. So in this version, Othniel and Paul. So last time I mentioned that Othniel and Paul are master assassins, and they have some political pull because of the organization that they had. Because their parents used to do it, and they took over when their parents died.
It's like the only characters I actually made.
It's like Ezio in Assassin's Creed.
Okay, so in this version, we're actually going to get to see them do. We're actually going to see some of that political pull come into play, and some of the tactics, some of the scare tactics that they've used over the years. Because
we don't know when the novel's going to come out.
Okay.
He's still rewriting
At
it.
a certain point, Mataris ends up with a bounty on his head in this version, and
I like
Othniel
that.
and Paul go to discourage them.
Well, I think that Mataris' character performs better. It's easier to like him when he's under pursuit. For example, like Wolverine. Wolverine's nuts. You can't really like him. Well, I mean, he's awesome, but like you like him more.
I will
when
not
there's
pretend that Mataris is as cool as Wolverine.
No,
He's like the lovable
that's
grouch.
what I mean. Yeah, he's a lovable grouch. Mataris is an unlovable grouch. He's just a jerk. And that's
like-
the
so like
point.
the
So it's like House.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's like the Punisher. Yeah, he's like the Punisher. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not.
like
He's
House.
not funny, so he's not Deadpool.
Oh, House, yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, or he's like House. You gotta like him because he's powerful, and
He's cynical. Can be
yeah,
funny.
he comes up with good ideas. He's a
Yeah.
good tactician, I think.
It's
Right?
like Rick
Yeah,
Sanchez and Rick and Morty. He's cynical,
Yeah.
but they love
No,
him.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I don't blame
But-
you guys. I stopped watching the show.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like with Wolverine. It's easier to like him when he's fighting people because he's beating them up, than when he's talking to people and he's being a total jerk, and you're like, bro, why would you say that?
Dude,
Even if you can kind of chuckle
I'm
about it.
taking the level of brutality to a new, it's to a new level.
I'm saying when Mataris is being pursued, then that's when you really like him because then he has an enemy, and you get to pick him over.
See, I'm
his
not
enemy.
banking on that as much as I am. I'm introducing Eric and Tybalt and the others a little bit sooner because I want people to be able to start identifying with them quicker.
Their circumstance of like meeting
It's
is gonna,
different.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
much different this time.
because the original one is kind of BS. It's like they're just on the road. Woo.
It's like
they're just running. What?
Yeah.
It could have been better, is what I'm saying. Like,
it is better this time.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like an Aragon, like when he met. Well, I guess Murtaugh followed them.
Well, it's almost like how he met Angela. He just it was a random
See,
happenstance.
but the thing is, Angela's not a main character. She's
okay, so another slight spoiler is that this time...
Inherited Cycle is the best book series ever.
Okay, so here's another little bit of a spoiler, but this time Eric, Tybalt, and Daniel are actually looking for Mataris this time when they meet him.
See, that makes sense. It makes more sense.
They're looking for him because they need his help.
Sneak peeks.
There you go. Well, speaking of sneak peeks, we're actually running a little bit overtime, so
A little?
a lot.
We are so over time. Oh my god, we're like 15 minutes over our usual end time.
So if you are a Patreon donor of any kind, sometime within the next couple of weeks, I will put it up on Twitter.
He's losing his voice, guys. That's how long we've been talking.
I'm going to. There's a live stream function on Patreon now. Actually, I'll post a time when I'm going to do this. I haven't made up my mind quite yet, but I'm going to read a small. Tidbit of what's coming in the revised version of the Omega Chronicles. So if you guys want to be there, sign up for Patreon. There is a link in the description below. If you're doing it as little as $1 a month, cool. I will still allow you. I will still send you guys the invite. So, yeah, sign up for Patreon. We could use the help. We're not only doing podcasts now. We're moving into production for other things. Josh and I are working on another choreographed lightsaber fight scene. We did that a couple years ago with Chris's help.
Yeah, that was fun.
With the one camera doing all the different shots, we had to do the same thing like
I
80
Do you
times.
remember how many shots we did?
Yeah, it was like 175.
194.
194. I was off by just a little bit.
It was a lot.
194
It was a lot of shots,
Yeah.
and those are the ones that we used. Not
No, that's all of them.
Oh, that's all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, we didn't use all. Of
We
them.
didn't even use half of what we had.
Yeah.
Like
It would be awesome with my ninja training from Ninja Park. Just saying.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm sorry. I'm more acrobatic than you are.
So
Even with
give
your
her a
Ninja
chance,
Park
man.
training.
Come on, give her a chance.
no. In any case, so Josh and I are working on that. Jonathan and Linda are working on a little segment of their own, and
Oh, it's so good. I get to be part of it too. I get to film it.
and then what was I going to say? And then of course we have John Explains
I'm
as its
trying
own
to be
separate.
Mr. Chris.
We have John Explains as its own separate segment, which I hope you guys are
We're
enjoying.
filming them. Please watch them. Please leave a like. We need the watch time because we need like 1,000 hours of
We need 1,000 subscribers now.
Oh,
Link
To-
in the description. Like
We
literally.
need
put a
1,000
little link
subscribers to recover our
into the
monetization
description.
ability.
what?
We need 1,000 subscribers to be able to recover our ability to monetize videos.
Yeah. So we're not making any money from this right now.
We're not making any money from YouTube. We are making money from Patreon stuff.
Yes.
So tell your friends,
Patreon.
tell your kids, tell your wives.
We understand that it's kind of hard to share an hour a video that
How's your
lasts for an
kids?
hour or 2 hours, but we are making the John Explains so that it's easier for you guys to share it with your friends. The
They're
shortest
funny
ones,
and they're like 8 seconds.
yeah. The
I
Last
actually
Jedi one
like
was
it.
7 seconds. The longest one he's done so far has been 32 seconds.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
long.
they're not long.
Just get people to subscribe even if they don't watch because
It does help a lot.
yeah. I mean, and we're a little over 1/10 of the way there.
Yeah, we're at
1,000.
140 something subscribers.
Thankfully, exponentials are a thing.
This is true.
So I mean, it won't be. It's not impossible. It is going to be hard, and it is going to require y'all's help. It's going to take a community effort.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a lot of friends because
We spend our Friday nights hanging out with you
We're
guys.
obviously
Yeah.
nerd. Yeah, we spend our time hanging out with a camera. We're lame. My entire social life is her and my roommate, so it's like we don't, and we don't know as many people as all of you combined know. So gather, show people, maybe invite
Share us
someone
on
over
Facebook.
to share us on Facebook, invite someone over to watch the podcast with, have a laugh, talk about what we talk about.
Twitter.
Continue to comment. We always
Judge
love
us.
interacting with the audience.
all
That's
you
our favorite.
want.
That's my favorite part. I love interacting with
Oh,
the
yeah,
audience.
that's
I think
fun.
I mean, it gives us something to talk about because we're too lazy to write our own scripts. Just kidding.
Although we may eventually move on to writing some of our own skits and stuff.
I mean, we've been talking about because we're trying to move into production as well. Right?
We are called Not
more
Yours Productions.
more consistent content. We might be doing skits as well. Because I think we're funny when we give ourselves enough time and we try to write it. But, yeah. Alrighty. I think
that covers everything we had to.
Jonathan. Are you watching on that? Or are you watching us?
Listen to music. What's up?
Well,
Of course.
You're listening to music.
Yes.
Do your job, Johnny.
Hey, Crazy Chris, thanks for...
It's over.
I know.
wow.
And
I know.
that's why we're saying, from all of us here at Not Your Average Productions,
Have a
thank you
good
very much,
night.
yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Goodbye.